Welcome to another episode of the Moose Bros. Oh, I'm feeling quite swole today, Jordan. As you can see, I'm just over here flexing in my favorite awesome dad shirt.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Get my lights set up here.
Did you almost blind yourself there? It almost looks like you were trying to go into the light.
Huh? No, I was just standing up to turn on my other light. But it definitely is quite bright, that's for sure.
It is quite bright, I will give you that.
Yeah. I'm trying to compensate for the lack of natural light that I have access to, because with a windowless room.
One thing I always found, like glasses too, but today I'm wearing contacts.
Yeah.
With glasses, the glare is annoying. Sometimes it hits your glasses in just the worst way, and it looks like you're, half robot, half a glass eye. It's just, it's an odd thing.
Mm-hmm.
Those damn lights, damn glasses. How are you today, my friend?
I'm doing well. I'm excited. Lots of things going
You're excited?
on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, very excited.
Tell me about your excitement, Jordan. Tell me.
Yeah. So we've Scott and I have been monitoring our analytics over the past little while for this channel, and we noticed yesterday that there was a pretty substantial spike as we're continuing to play with the algorithm and play with hashtags and all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to see some growth. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed already, please do and hit the bell so you're notified whenever we post new videos. I've already got a few, four or five more episodes already scheduled and ready to go live soon. So lots of content coming. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Content coming.
Mm-hmm. Excited about our guests that we got coming on today, the Beast Bros, Phil and Mitch. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, the thing that I like about these guys is it's hard to follow up what we did yesterday with Thor. That's gonna be hard to follow up. But these dudes, I don't have a doubt in my mind that they will deliver. That they're,
100%.
Two of the funniest, two of the biggest, literally two of the most physically big Vikings out there.
Yep.
So I just love these guys. They're just the best.
Mm-hmm.
So for anybody guessing, we're gonna have Mitch and Phil on today. We had Phil on for our second episode, and then Mitch was what? Our
episode 5.
Episode 5.
Yeah.
So we had Phil on, then a couple episodes later we had Mitch on, and we all get along very well. We're all good friends and whatnot. So we figured, fuck it, let's throw all of us on here and some kind of madness takes place. It was what, 4 hours and 17 minutes or something with Phil that was uploaded?
Yeah, I think it was 4 hours and 7.
Yeah, something like that. It was a ridiculously long podcast, and Mitch was only able to give us just over an hour of his time last. So now we've combined the two. We're going to see what kind of craziness we can get out of these two.
Yeah, who knows how long this is going to go.
Yes, we even upgraded our podcast set so Jordan's setup does not die. My setup does not die for the most part, unless a meteor hits the planet or Donald Trump decides to shut down the internet. Do you think he can shut down the internet?
No.
He can get away with a lot of stuff. But do you think that? Because I don't even know how that works.
I've looked into it. It's not possible because it's an independent group that controls the main Wi-Fi servers, or the main internet servers and the World Wide Web.
Because I was curious how that works. I wondered that. There's back in the old days, the kid used to think there was just a giant ass computer in a room, and the whole world's everything went through that one computer, and it was just the mega absolute computer. But I don't think that's how it works nowadays. I don't know how it works. I just know that everybody has internet.
Yeah.
And I kind of wondered what would happen if something hit the planet like a meteor. Does that mean I'm gonna lose my internet? I don't want to lose my internet.
I'd be sad. Oh yeah. Got it. I'm gonna pull it up here. Because that's what we do. We pull up cool information. Yep. So the U.S. government.
Can you imagine losing your internet? No more porn, no more anything. It's just like The Walking Dead. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, I've been most of my day is spent working on this podcast and recording episodes of the podcast. So if I don't even want to think about that. It's just too horrible to think about.
Oh my God, Jordan, we would lose contact. I'd have to come find you.
Yeah. Cross Canada mission.
You know what that would turn into, right? That would turn into me and Legend on a motorcycle, and then there'd be a sidecar for you for when we find you.
That would be amazing.
And Legend would somehow be the leader.
Yeah.
I'd be like, we got to find Jordan. He's like, we're going this way, bitch. It's like, oh. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
What does that say there, Jordan?
Yeah, so it's saying, so the U.S. government finally handed over control of the World Wide Web's phone book to the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, otherwise known as ICANN. After almost 20 years of transition, the ICANN, a nonprofit organization composed of stakeholders from government organizations, members of private companies, and internet users from all over the world, now has direct control over the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority, the body that manages the web's domain name system, or DNS. So it's so like I said, it's another organization that controls it with like people from all over. Oh. No, it's audio freaking out. Can't hear you.
Day before I quit, I'm gonna turn off the internet and just fuck with everybody.
Wait, say that again. Your audio just dropped for a second there.
Oh, that's silly. Yeah. I was like, can you imagine if there's that one dude that works there? Like, I wonder how power drunk some of those people are. They're like, I have the power to turn off the internet. There's like that one guy working there. He hates his job. The girl rejected him. His boss is a dickhead. And he's just like, you know what? On my final day, I'm going to piss on the internet modems and servers and fucking towers. And the next thing you know, the internet's never going to work again. And I made my statement. It's like, whoa, bro.
I guarantee that place is like so secure. Like they've probably got.
Do you think it's secure? Do you think it's secured by people, or do you think it's secured by robots?
Oh, I'm sure both.
Fair enough. Do you think they're killer robots, like murder hornets, or do you think they're just like friendly robots that casually say, "Please fuck off and go away"?
I don't know. I wonder. I feel like if they have robots, it's a mix of both.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have like the greeter robot that's like, "Hi, please don't go any further than this. There could be dire consequences." Well, fuck you. I'm going past you.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they walk into a room and it's just like a giant killer robot.
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking chop you up like a chipping machine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
Oh man. And then Sunday is gonna be absolutely wild if everything works out for that. Like like we might we might actually die of laughter.
We might actually die on Sunday of laughter.
Yeah.
But I think we'll leave that one as a little bit of I don't know, should we leave that as a secret or should we just drop it? I don't know. I like dropping stuff sometimes. I like leaving secrets sometimes. Jordan, how are you feeling?
I don't know. I'm easy. I'm not good at keeping secrets.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, I'd rather start getting people excited about it. Like
you're easy. You're like that girl at the party 2 drinks in. Sure, come over here. I'll suck you, dick. All right. Well, we might be having the privilege and the pleasure of having Mr. Nick Hibbets join us for a podcast with Dakota.
Oh yeah. Like episode 7 with Dakota, like just himself was like our funniest one yet.
I almost died.
Like legit, like my ribs were sore after that. Like I was in physical pain.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Our our career almost came to an end. I almost died of physical laughter. I almost had to be driven to a hospital. My child had that bewildered look in his eyes of, is my dad okay?
Yeah.
It was a good time.
It was. And then like add Nick Hibbets into that, like
that fucking gay beard scent. Oh, dude. Oh, that fucking killed me. The dick dropper. Oh. Oh, the visual that painted was too funny not to laugh at. Yeah. Fuck you if you don't have a visual imagination, go buy one.
That was hilarious. Oh man. And then like Nick Hibbets is so funny. Like so like that duo, like I don't even know what's gonna happen. Like like today's gonna be funny with Mitch and Phil, but like Dak and Nick, who knows? All bets are off. Like
all bets are off. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it, and I apologize if anybody can hear my gardener chipping away on my lawn. Yeah, no, I'm excited, man. Those 2 dudes. I mean, Dakota's super genuine, just the way there's not a bad thing I can say about that guy.
Yeah,
I love him, And then same with Nick. He's probably one of the hardest working, funny bastards I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
So like, there's like no ego. You can tell when he makes any of his stuff. He's not super serious about himself.
He's just having fun. Yeah.
He's just having fun. And that's my favorite thing about a lot of the guys we work with.
Yeah.
They're so free. So free, like that topless girl on the nude beach. Do you guys have nude beaches out in Toronto?
I think in Toronto there are, but not where I am, as far as I know.
I want to go to one of those one day. I've never done it, but I mean, like, you know me, Jordan. I'm a little sick and twisted. I wouldn't mind sitting there, leg up, giving them that side look, being like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" Maybe it will turn into a real life porno. Maybe that really happens.
Oh man.
I want it to happen. My ex-wife told me that life is not a porno, and I always argued, why can't it be? Fucking. Goddamn. So when you woke up this morning, did you make sure to use your beard struggle products, Jordan?
Always, every time.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yep. I'm glad that I was able to get my get this like money situation figured out, because I should be getting that.
Yeah, that was a big weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, because I was worried about that. Like, but
for those of you watching that are not aware, I won't go too much into the information, but Mr. Jordan was trying to figure out how he was going to get into school and pay for that, and he figured out his way, got there. So no problems now for Mr. Jordan. Woo-hoo! More education.
Yep. And then I don't have to worry about that, and my parents aren't stressed about it now, so more time to do this and not be negotiating with my parents. So that's good.
Yeah. Would you say that's probably a harder thing about us growing up in the time frame we do? Like when our parents were younger, you went and got a job and you worked. And you could have one person work and they could buy a house. Like my parents, when they bought their first house, it was $50,000 for a house. I mean, nowadays,
you can get
I wish.
Yeah,
like,
you can get a computer for $50,000. Like the Mac Pro that we were talking about a few weeks ago. Like, I think maxed out that thing gets to like.
That was $9,000, not 50. But yeah.
I think it was. This is a different. Hold on, because the iMac Pro is the one that we were looking at. That was like $9,000. But then there's the Mac Pro, which is their like professional like expandable tower, which is different, and it's substantially more. I'll pull it up here so we can see it.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, but $50,000 for a house, like, that's madness.
Yeah, and that's like what my parents started out at, right? Nowadays, that's lucky if that's your down payment.
Yeah, honestly.
So when it comes to that, I mean, it's kind of interesting because back then one person could work and they could earn a good enough job that they could pay for a house and support a family.
Yeah.
Whereas in today's world, you got to have two people working and both of you better have a fucking side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and not only that, like some of these things that we need for our podcast, even they're hella expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could buy probably 2 or 3 of these computers and they're worth what my parents' very first house was worth.
Yeah, well, hold on. Yeah, so this computer with a monitor, because you need that, $77,000.
Yeah, so what's this thing cost? What's this bad boy going for?
$77,000.
All decked out.
Yeah, $77,035.
How much is this gonna make my asshole bleed?
Substantially.
Oh God, I hate lost through my asshole.
Yeah. $77,035.98.
Wait, what?
77. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, with a monitor. Like one.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. It can't be a 70. Suck my dick. Can that thing suck my dick?
It should be able to.
For $77,000, I expect several daily blowjobs from my computer.
Yeah, well, I mean, the stand for the monitor alone is $1,300.
Is that all? I'll get 2 of them.
You get like a whole ass computer for that, like a Windows like gaming PC for like $1,300.
So what's that stand made out of?
Just
space metal?
it's just metal, yeah, just like stainless steel or something like that.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. More than your parents' down payment on their house, on their first house.
No, that's the whole purchase.
Honestly.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think I was born in 91.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they were buying properties and doing that kind of stuff before I was born. So
yeah,
I guess they've been in the real estate game for like 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
But that just shows you, like, it wouldn't surprise me in 35 years. It's like, so Jordan, do you want to buy a house? It's only $38 million. You're like, oh, 38, that's pretty low. Yeah, that makes sense. Like,
yeah, like
Jesus
what?
Christ.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully at that point, this podcast is making money.
Oh,
I'm back to work again, like normal.
Yes. And for anybody that wants to support the podcast, I made these handy dandy little face masks so you can support our handsome asses and cover yourself and make sure you're protected from COVID. Head over to our website. Yeah, there he is. He has it already queued up. There we are. The Moose Bros face mask at the very bottom. Comes in several colors.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I like the blue one.
Yeah, blue's nice. Great.
Although I might go with the white one. Black's nice. It's all good.
Yeah, green is. I think we should get matching green ones for the podcast. I think that'd be funny.
You're gonna wear a goddamn face mask on the podcast by yourself?
Maybe for a skit. We can do a skit where we like go travel somewhere and like.
Dude, that would be hilarious if we did a skit where we're wearing face masks and talking over the phone. It's like.
Oh man. What? Where'd you go? What? You just disappeared and your audio died for a second.
I don't know why that keeps happening. My audio or my signal's strong. I'm at 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I might switch Wi-Fi networks and see if that helps us. Huh. There we go. Let's see if that makes a difference. Oh, crap. Come on, if I know.
There he is.
Ah, shoot.
There he be.
I was stupid.
You disappeared on me, Jordan. Right as I was going into my rant about dicks.
Oh, Phil's here.
Oh.
Yeah. The broski is back. But there's two.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Phil. Oh, how I waited for this, my friend. How are you, you gorgeous, handsome son of a bitch?
Oh, baby. He's connecting to audio.
Oh, fair enough.
But
I guess you didn't hear my handsome excitement there.
You have to just say it again when he gets in here.
I'll say it a million times. It's
Mm-hmm.
Phil.
Yep.
Well, whatever Phil wants.
Mm-hmm. He's connecting to audio on two separate things. I'm confused. Hey!
Yo, what's going on, guys?
My man.
Back in the house. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. My brother.
My brother.
God, I have to pinch my nipples just to make sure this is real. Doggy!
I mean, listen, whatever floats your boat.
Of course, yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a free podcast. You can pinch your nipples, stick a finger in your butt, do what you want. It's all good. I won't judge.
Okay,
I might not even be wearing pants behind this this little desk that I have.
Like I said, I'd be very disappointed if you were.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you're so honest and upfront with me. It makes me feel
Honestly,
Makes you
feels
feel
policy.
nice.
Yeah, does it?
So, my man, how you doing?
Oh man, I'm good. Just been sorry. Let me stretch out real quick. There's been a lot going on with my life. Lot of turmoil, but I'm here. I'm alive, and But what about you guys? What have you been up to?
So much podcasting.
All of the days are starting to blend into one, I tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty big mind fuck yesterday that we had Thor on here. Like I was shitting myself.
Yeah.
I was sitting here as the podcast ended. I dropped my head and I told Jordan, I was like, "Holy fuck! I can't believe we just did that." He still had it recording. I'm like, "Oh, you're still recording, you son of a bitch."
That's gonna be a fun outtake.
Yeah. No, I left it in the podcast, like, and it just ends with like that, and then just us laughing, and it just fades into the thumbnail. It's a very nice, positive, happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott with his vicious victory boner.
Oh, it was vicious, but yesterday, for the first time in my life, Phil, I can tell you there was a little bit of fear in that victory boner. Fear in that victory boner. It was shaking. Even though it was hard and it was stiff, it was shaking. Yeah, it's like an old woman's hands when she forgot to take her medication.
Oh my God.
Just fucking.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So no, Jordan and I have just been doing a lot of podcasting. I died yesterday when Thor told me that the worst thing that he ever got was a dick pic sent to him, and the way he described it was fucking awesome. It's like a car accident. I think that's how he described it. It's like a car accident when you watch. It just gets embedded in your memory.
Wait. Say that again?
Oh, Thor yesterday, he's like, I asked him a question along the lines of like, what's the worst thing that you've gotten? Or Jordan may have asked.
I asked him the question. Like, it was like,
what's the weirdest thing you've ever had sent to you, or the worst thing you've ever received through being a celebrity online, essentially? And he's like, some dude sent me a fucking dick pic, and it's like a car accident. It just gets embedded in your memory, and I was so pissed off. I was like, holy fuck.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott was doing his very best to like not die of laughter at that point.
I was crying. Yeah, I was crying, man. I had to cover my face. I had to go like that quiet, don't laugh, don't fucking what can you do, right?
Yeah.
I want to know who's brave enough to send that dude a dick pic.
Yeah.
Who's brave enough to do that? That takes that's a risky proposition.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a well-connected individual.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think we've all gotten dick pics at this point.
Not me.
Except for Jordan.
I'm still safe.
No, fuck you, Scott. Motherfucker. You went into Discord. You saw a dick.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Scott, I think you need to do this to Jordan now.
No.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
do you want the cartoon edits of my dick that I've done, or do you want the regular dick pics that I've done?
Option C, none of the above.
No, give it to him. No, you don't. Now you're gonna give him to him raw.
Oh God, no.
Jordan, now I'm gonna send you a collage or like a mixture. I'm gonna have like the original, the comic book black and white, the oil painting, and like the chalk. Just all different varieties of dick pics.
Yeah, you please do it.
Stop. No.
I mean, yes. No, Jordan, listen. No, you stop here 1 second. You have not gotten any. Okay. And
I'm happy about that. I don't want that.
No,
but we
any of us did.
You think Phil was sitting out there in his story being like, guys, I'm feeling a little down. Nobody sent me a dick pic yet. None of us did that. None of us.
No. There was one person. There's one person.
I got fucking guys from Brazil calling me in the middle of the night, asking me.
Wow, what the fuck happened to my? There we go. I froze like. We'll do this first time. That's the podcast.
Mitch is going to be here in 5 minutes. So.
All right, come on. Where's my other beast, bro? Let's go.
He's just finished eating a small child to satisfy his hunger.
I would imagine it is a small child. You know, he doesn't want to spoil his appetite for later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he eats a toddler. You know.
Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious. You know, people go to his house. They're like, "Hey, man, you got anything in the fridge to drink that I could use?" He's like, "Oh, I think I got some milk or some juice." Go in there. There's just like a couple arms, a leg. There's a small child in your fridge. He's like, "Yeah, I got another couple in the freezer." It's like, oh.
Oh no.
Some people keep venison. Mitch keeps small children.
That's right.
People are gonna watch this and be like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, I mean, like, what is it? We're not even like. I mean, I only came on like less than 5 minutes ago, and we're like already. You know, we've already discussed dick pics. And wow, what the fuck are you drinking from?
That didn't take long.
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm excited for Mitch to get on here.
Okay. All right. You know, but I am very disappointed in you right now because I did not see a pinky.
You're disappointed in me?
I didn't see a pinky out.
Ooh. I'm sorry. Is this better? Am I doing better?
There you go. There
we go.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't help it. This little cup, I made sure to bring it because, well, it suits my personality for one. The blue drink matches my eyes. And I brought this other little cup in case anybody wants to join me.
Well, I prefer men's-sized cups.
Ooh.
Yes, well,
fair.
I don't have a giant gauntlet at this point, so I have to make fun of it until somebody supports me enough to buy me one.
Yeah, we need those the horns of whatever that Pablo Escobar Bell is always like showcasing on his Instagram. Like,
oh yeah,
horns of trouble. That's what we need.
Yeah, man, those horns that he has are pretty amazing.
Yeah,
it was nice to talk to him. He was a fun dude to talk to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was.
He's a good dude. He's a really good dude. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's a person. That's the one thing I love about this whole thing. Like, as much as we're all just people.
Yeah.
We're fun people to talk to. Like, I genuinely love you, Phil. I love talking to you. I genuinely love Mitch. And fucking the madness we had with Mensky and the fact Dakota literally almost ended my life by laughing.
Literally, like brought us like Scott was like leaned over in his chair, like I'm just like back here, just like semi-unconscious. Like, it was hilarious.
I cannot wait to fucking see that.
Yeah,
I saw the little clip thing on Instagram. I'm excited because I love Dakota.
Yeah,
I love Dakota.
Yeah, well, it's live now, so, but it also is like 2.5 hours long. So there's that, but that's business as usual.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I listen. I was peeking through, and I'm proud to say that that first episode with me on it was the longest one so far.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
4 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah, nobody's contested your reign of dominance over the podcast so far.
Sounds like real life.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So fun fact, before because I was talking to Mitch before about this.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, I approached him about doing some collaboration in the future and all that. We're the Beast Bros.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that holds so true is because Mitch and I actually, obviously Mitch is far more jacked than I am. I have to take quite a bit of time off in between working out and whatnot because of my day job.
Yeah.
But height-wise, weight-wise, and our natural measurements like shoulder width and shit like that, we are exactly the same.
Wow.
So basically, if you put Mitch and me in a doorway, you're not getting in.
No.
It's
Yeah, I can't wait for the day when we all meet up at some point and like the four of us are just like sitting in a bar and just like the looks we're gonna get from people are gonna be hilarious.
They're gonna wonder if
No,
you're
seriously.
babysitting Jordan and I.
That's funny because I was just gonna say if all of us if we got the whole group together and we all went out to like a restaurant, you know, they're gonna give Mitch and I are gonna get the adult menus. Everyone else is getting the kid menus.
They think, all right, so 2 adults and 2 children. It's weird that you all have beards, but okay.
It runs in the family.
Are you guys Greek or Viking? We're Viking. Maybe a little bit of Greek. Shut up. Give me my kids menu, bitch.
Scott, listen, Scott, get the crayons out of your mouth. They're not for eating. They're for coloring.
Oh, man.
We go through this every time. I can't take you anywhere.
I remember my niece growing up. She was probably like, I don't know, 1.5, 2. We went to a restaurant. And she was taking the crayons and she's like sticking them in her nose and like in her ear and licking them. And I'm like, oh, gross. What are you doing? Like, don't do that. And, you know, I'm like, give me the crayons if you're going to do that. And she sits there and she's like,
ooh.
starts licking them and just giving them to me. I'm like, wow, you are going to be trouble when you're older.
No, Scott, are you sure you're not misremembering this story? Are you sure you're not? This isn't a metaphorical story here where you're saying, well, my niece, but in reality, it was actually your story.
I wouldn't put it past him. I really wouldn't.
It's a future reference. We have to keep crayons away from Scott.
Yeah.
My artistic side's really starting to come out these days. I can't help it.
This is very true. This is very true. In all seriousness, I love how you switch gears and the stuff you're putting out, man. Seriously.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey.
The man is here.
Marlin, lads.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, this
Man,
is amazing.
Mitch. Where are you sitting right now? Are you in your mob boss hall? Did you just send your hitman out to somebody?
Yeah. I'm in my gym.
Nice.
And I have nice leather seat I can have a rest on.
Oh, I love it.
It looks like you're literally sitting in your cave and you just sent out the hit for Batman and you're like a cat.
Yeah, Mitch is in the mob boss like office, and I'm in a terrorist cave.
Yeah. Come on, Jordan. Where's your scarf? You're missing the scarf, bro.
Jordan, I'm disappointed that you haven't shown us all the cocaine and grenades and naked women you have behind that. He claims to be a good young man that hasn't drank or smoked pot or.
Yeah, he's like the innocent one in the chat, isn't he?
Yeah, that is the absolute fucking truth.
Yep.
He's our
You pretend, but I think too much darkness.
Yeah.
Oh, although I remember back to our first to when I was on last time.
Yep.
I'm still curious if Jordan has that dark side that he's portraying this innocent child, but
He does.
in reality, he's got a body count.
I can tell you for sure. I can tell you for sure. The messages that this gentleman sends me sometimes, I'm like, I'm concerned. What have I gotten myself into? Like, I made the joke when I made those T-shirts. It's like me sending Jordan an elephant, and he's like, "What have I gotten myself into?" We really should have reversed those T-shirts. It should have been me being like, "What the fuck am I getting into?" and Jordan just being like, "What can I fuck over Scott with? This is gonna be fine."
Whoever's the admin of that big chat we're in will end up getting arrested for what's going on in there.
Oh, that is the fucking truth. Holy shit.
Yep.
There's some dark secrets in that chat group that are fucking too funny to share.
Yeah.
This has just got his no job and he's going to end up getting chucked in jail.
Yeah, honestly.
I have to say, Mitch, from the bottom of my heart, I deeply appreciate how you reeled in that gay dude the other day. That fucking, Oh.
Pedro Rodriguez.
Oh shit! Fucking name drop him and everything. Oh,
Damn.
shit.
If you're watching Pedro, I got you.
Hey Pedro, we all saw it, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
Yeah, there was what 55 of us that we were like, what the fuck?
Yep.
I was at work, and all of a sudden, because I saw everything popping up, and I so I opened up Discord on my phone, and I hit the check out the unreads, and that's the first one to pop. I'm like, oh my fucking lord! And I was at work, and I'm like, oh god, I have to explain this one now.
We had a few people around because it was my granddad's birthday, and I'd had a full bottle of mead, and I was like, nah, I'm going to have this one. I usually have this ignore them, but
Oh god.
Oh.
yeah, there was about 10 of us all sat around waiting. We knew what was coming. We knew he was going to do it.
Oh man.
It was his reply that got me, after I'd put like the thumbs up picture to it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I mean, listen. At least he was a good sport about it.
Yeah.
He was a good sport about it. I mean, some people will be like, "Oh my god, you asshole," and he was like, "Ah, very good, really good show."
Oh man.
And then Peach just went out and wanted to get one himself, didn't he?
Yeah, he went a
It
little
was like,
far.
they're getting it, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
That I was not happy about that. Like I was like legitimately
No,
upset.
you weren't happy.
No,
But I thought that was like.
it's like
I was like,
not
man.
one but two. Like why?
Peach really tried for that picture, didn't he? Like,
Yeah.
poured his
He
heart
did.
out for it.
Yeah.
He did. And Peach, we love you, bro. We love you. But
Yeah.
I mean, and then who was it? Who did? Oh no, was it Jordan? Was that you? I got because I ended up. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you didn't want to look at it.
Yeah, I was like,
Look
nope.
at it, and I fucking screenshotted it. And
Yeah, you
fucking put
did.
that in the
Oh,
chat.
bastard! Right, I forgot about that. Oh no.
You're welcome.
Yep.
I like the way after the dick pic come through, Peach was still trying to sell him some oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dedication.
He's a true salesman.
Yep. Oh,
That guy
man.
was so funny, man. He just kept going with it, and to the point where we're all super uncomfortable. We're like,
Yep.
"Oh, this is going on."
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was. Because Discord got kind of like quiet after that. It was like, oh
Yeah.
he's really trying for this dick pic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like.
But again, we love you. We love you, Mark.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
At that moment, I didn't, but it's.
You're gonna like Scott even less when he sends you that little collage.
Warrior.
What was that, Phil?
I said
Jordan
Jordan.
top warrior.
Jordan's gonna like Scott even less once he sends him that collage.
That's what you get, Jordan. You know, I had to tell my niece the same thing. Sometimes less information is more benefit for you.
Yeah, I'm realizing that more and more. Yep.
Oh, god damn. Fuck, that's funny. So how's your day going for you, Mitch? What do you got going on over in the UK? I saw your video.
Not much.
Today. That was fucking epic.
Yeah, been at work today. I was late because I was training. I needed to get something to eat. And then the lads decided to drop the video just before I come on, which we weren't planning on dropping it yet. But we dropped it in.
Yeah, it was.
My phone's actually blowing up like mad now, so I've had to plug it in.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Like, it was a great video.
Yeah, man, that was a great video. I fucking love the part where all of a sudden you're using hedge clippers and you're like, "Fuck this shit!" You get a sword. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, we tried to keep with the. We tried to put a bit of English comedy into it, like the old black and white films. Like,
Yeah.
Vinny did a good job of making it like that effect.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
I will say, even as an American, British humor will always be superior.
Always. Always.
We're just waiting for it to get banned because it's got a bit of a bare ass in it, so might get removed yet.
We'll see. If it does, you just put it just a sticker.
Totally.
Yep.
Do you guys feel that's an odd double standard about social media? Like girls? Like I know many girls that can just be like, these are my boobs, look at them. Here is my butt and my vagina. Let me jiggle them in front of you. But if there's a dude, he's like, hey guys, this is my nipple. I just want you all to know I have a nipple. They're like, get the fuck out of here, set you on fire.
No, there is, you know, you're absolutely right. Though. There is a little bit of a double standard, and I mean, granted, you know, these days women have really gotten, they've gotten better with you know, like most of the time if a woman posts, you know, topless, you know, they'll at least, you know, you're not really seeing bare breasts at least because they've got the stickers and all that, but yeah, I mean. What you said though, I mean, you got a bare bottom guy, and all of a sudden, not that I'm looking at for bare bottom men, well, on Facebook.
I'm not judging if you want.
let me just clear that one up real quick. But yeah, I mean, you'll see that they don't get pulled down really quickly, and that's not right, you know.
No. I watched Dakota's episode with you last night, and obviously. Going on about the following that we've all acquired somehow. I was a bit skeptical with this video coming out. I was thinking they're gonna jump all over it. They're gonna jump all over it.
Yep.
I ain't been through the comments yet. I'm gonna go through the comments later on and see what's going on.
Oh man, yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that. I told Jordan, I was like, my goal is to become a man slut on Instagram. Like, I would be like a dirty hooker, but for men. I want to have like a My OnlyFans page, and like all those gay dudes can just give me money. I don't give a shit. Fill my bank account, son. I'm going to retire early.
Listen, you know, there is a fucking market for it, man.
I know. And the weirdest thing is when you like look at your family members and you're like, hey guys, I got a crazy idea. What do you think if I put myself out there for gay dudes to give me money, and I just put up dick pics, and they're like, probably the best idea you've ever had. Wow.
I mean, I really feel like that's not a conversation I would have with my family, though.
Dude, my family is really odd. It's super open. I remember being like 8 or 9, and we were talking about anal sex while eating steaks, and I was like, this is just my life.
What?
Yeah. My sister, like,
that explains so much.
Oh yeah, like, we were talking about butt sex at the table. I'm like 9. I'm like, oh, sex is. It sure sounds like they're all enjoying talking about this. Like, it was.
You put out.
I grew up in. It's a very open part over here.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So what's going on with you guys? What have you been up to today?
I've been not a whole lot today, but like the last couple of days, just like up to my eyeballs in editing. Because we've been just like blitzing out episodes like so frequently. Like I think next week we already have like 5 or 6 scheduled, and like at the end, I think this week we've done like 5 episodes. Like I finally have all this week's episodes like edited and like uploaded and ready to go. So
they're actually on season 17 already.
Honestly,
how did the big one go? Did it go all right?
Oh, Scott and I were like trying so hard to stay calm. Like
I was shitting myself the entire time. He came in. I'm like, hey Thor, how's it going? But deep down inside, I'm like, oh my fucking god, he's here.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure like when because I heard I have it set up to ring like the phone the Zoom call to like ring every time somebody like gets into the waiting room, and when that went off, I'm pretty sure I like just like froze and like had like a big stupid grin on my face and like
you should have left him in there. You should have left him in there 15 minutes.
Oh man. Yeah, no, it
I'm
a
looking
good
forward to watching
episode with
that.
them.
Yeah.
It was
That
a good episode with him. At first I was a little skeptical. I was like, oh man, I hope that went over well. I hope I didn't sound like an idiot, but he was also the first big giant person we've ever interviewed, like somebody that I've been a fan of for well over a year and a half.
Yeah.
Somebody that I've known in the public eye, and it's really fun to be working with him. Just because you saw him beforehand. And,
he's a cool guy. He's really open to talk to anybody. If you message him, we've been doing a little bit of collabing with him and stuff like that with him in Espen, and every one of them's been great, and they all interact with you if you give them a message, which is really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely good.
Go ahead, Phil.
No, I was saying he's definitely, honestly, out of the Masters. I mean, we all know he's like pretty much the patriarch of the group, and he really exudes that, though. I mean, he's got such class to him, and, and I really appreciate. I mean, I appreciate all the guys. But,
of course,
absolutely.
Yeah, but he's definitely he's got like that a little bit of a mystery too. He's so soft spoken.
Yeah,
usually man a few words.
Yeah,
but such a cool fucking dude. And I'm honestly, I really the UK video, the UK intro video you guys did. I mean, fuck, dude. That was I was pissing myself. That was great.
Yeah,
I was so excited to see that all those guys in those videos.
Yeah,
it was a bit like we didn't know at first. Like the idea came to us all, and we was worrying about how to stitch it together with us all being apart. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It come together all right.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was good of them to do that for us.
Yeah.
No, it's
nice to get involved. Mm-hmm. I want to ask both of you gentlemen, because you're both generals now. Congratulations on both the titles. But I was curious, what has that been like for you guys? Has your workload increased a shit ton, or are you guys like, oh, this is fun. We get to meet new dudes, and it's just like more fun. Or are you just like, I'm never sleeping. I'm constantly dealing with dudes.
I'll let him go first, because I know the US as well.
Yeah, Phil's got something to say.
Oh man.
What's up, Phil?
So I'm not a general. I'm actually a warlord. So I actually am. I'm over the entire East Coast.
Damn. Dominance.
East Coast, actually. But no, in all honesty, like it's been a fucking hell of a ride. I'll be honest, I was not sure what I was getting myself into when they asked me about being a warlord. And I mean, now granted, the guys are great. I fucking love my crew. I mean, really, like they are some really good guys. They have their challenge videos that are going to be coming out soon for the 4th of July. Ooh, so I'm excited for those. I got a chance to see some of them, and I mean they're really good. But in terms of the actual workload, the first it's calmed. I mean already. I mean we're only in week 2 of the US ETS being open, because for those out there who don't know, they did change the name from clans to Et, which Et in Old Norse means group or gathering.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But the reason for that was because, and rightfully so, we didn't mean anything by it in terms of calling them clans, but it can be misconstrued.
Yeah.
In a different sense. So we wanted to step away from that negative connotation.
Yeah.
But anyways, though, so like the first 2 weeks, we're going into the 3rd week now since the clans have been open for the US. And those first few days, though, holy shit! I woke up from so they started pouring in. They started pouring in on Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
On that Friday, Saturday morning I woke up, and I had like 30 some odd notifications. Saturday was the actual opening, and then Sunday morning, I had like 117 fucking notifications on my phone. Everything else that was going on in my life was drowned out at that point, because it was just, that's all there was. And I had to catch up to all these messages you know, they had the states hadn't been established yet. So fucking, I was like, oh my God, it was absolutely nuts upon opening. It's calmed down dramatically since then.
Yeah.
And now, because now that the states have, some of the states have been established, New York, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, North Carolina, Massachusetts. I feel like I'm forgetting one.
Arizona, I think, was
Jersey. I don't know about the rest of them. I mean, I'm only doing East Coast.
Oh, out of the ones. Okay, out of yours.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just in relation to what I've got going on, and so we have six states established out of like 15, and you know, now that they've got established states, though, they're keeping their chats in their state chat, so it's definitely calmed down.
Yeah, cool.
Dramatically from the initial.
Yep, fair.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing's been an enjoyable experience for you guys. Like, it's been. Have you had to guide a lot of guys? Have you had to give them a lot of pointers? Or there's still a lot of new people coming in?
The UK is obviously our clan. Or sorry, they're not called that no more. But our groups, they're a lot bigger than the American group at the minute. Because obviously we've been running longer. I think like Dean, the South General, he's got like 160.
Yeah.
I've got about 100, and
Wow.
so it is. When it comes to challenges, it's a lot of organising because we have to split our own groups into smaller groups so they can collapse together.
Okay, cool.
It's the first challenge that come out, they all coped with it really well.
Yeah.
You know, all we did was just help guide them how to do stuff, because I just wanted to see how they'd cope with it themselves, and they come up. I mean, obviously my group won, and not group one, they won.
Of course.
Point on the board, and it's like Phil says, it's calmed down now. There is like a steady stream of new people coming in all the time.
Okay, cool.
So it's keeping them informed of what's going on and what it's all about and everything like that. But I mean, like I said, DC and everybody's got the pages set up well with all the information on already. So it's a lot easier now than it first was. So they're in loads of work. The generals have got to you've got to know when to go in and out of Discord, because if you try and stay in it like we did at first, it can take over your full day.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
You've just got to be whipping in and out every now and again, and just make sure everybody's doing all right and everybody knows what they're doing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going well.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I remember when we first started doing this whole thing, was finding out, like, your social media game, your social media life can take up your whole life. It's pretty easy to, with all the messages between the new guys and everybody you're working with and ideas that you have and whatnot. I know that it seems like 24 hours isn't enough in a day anymore for everything that's going on.
Yeah, it's really not. It's really not. Yeah, that's. But to answer that question though, for the East Coast, for the U.S. side, pretty much, it basically what Mitch was saying, I mean, is right on the money with how we're handling it too, where it's the first few days, I was in there a lot trying to guide these guys, and rightfully so, because I mean, it was new experience for a lot of them. Some of them had never even used Discord before; they had no idea how it worked. That was the initial challenge, but after that, I kind of took a back seat. Even with, I mean, and I go in there to handle business when it needs to be handled. But,
of course.
But other than that, I've kind of fallen back a little bit, let them do their thing, because at the end of the day, we're, the generals, the warlords, like, we're overseeing operations essentially, and we're making sure everything's running smoothly. But we're not there to babysit. We're not there to hold hands with anybody. So, and like for the East Coast at least, there's been a few guys who have been pulling forward and leading the charge, and I'm not going to name names because we haven't established our generals yet, but I have got a few guys in mind now.
Cool.
Who've really put forth the effort to put into this and make things work smoothly.
Cool.
Yeah. I think it's easier for us over here in the UK because obviously we've got Vinny as warlord, and then we've literally got 4 generals. So we see ourselves as our own little team, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
So we're constantly obviously we're in our own group chat, and we're constantly talking all day. About challenges, plans, our own videos, what can we put up in Discord, what problems we've got. So we are working as a really, really close knit team over here, and I think that's found it easier because obviously, if a couple of us aren't around, there's always a couple of us to step in and take over whatever needs taking over. Obviously, Vinny, our warlord, is really, really busy because obviously he works for the Beard Struggle. So he gets involved where he can. I think we've nailed it for now, and it's running smoothly for now. But you never know what can happen.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that like you guys have a nice tight knit group as far as like the UK warlords and generals and everything go. Because when we were talking to Thor yesterday, he said that's a huge part of his success was having a team. Like, I don't know if you guys remember on the Facebook Live, Espen made the joke. He's like, Thor can look good with a fucking iPhone. Like, all he has to do is have an iPhone. He looks great. And he's like, yeah, well, as much as I look great with an iPhone, like, it's my team that really does the job. And he really tried to drive that point home. Was like, as long as you have a good team, you guys gel well together and you move along well, you'll get things done.
Yeah, Thor was really helpful to me when I first started as well. And that's exactly what he said to me. He said, look, all I've used when I first started was a phone. And, give me some pointers on stuff like that. And, I mean, I'm still using a phone for everything at the minute, so I ain't not bought a camera. But yeah, I just want to say that we have had a new general join our little team. We'll be introducing him in the next collab video we release out, which is Peter, who is the new general of Wales.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we will be bringing him into our collaborations and hopefully get him involved a bit more now. So, because we was waiting for, they didn't have a general at first, did Wales? I was waiting for him to do a vote, and they voted Peter.
Cool.
To become the general. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's pretty exciting.
Very, very cool. I'm so looking. I gotta say, like, I'm antsy about the US videos because it's just like, the first two, the part 1, part 2 you guys put out. I mean, that lit a fire under my ass because not even in a competitive way. But, I was so impressed with the presentation of it. And it's like, I'm so excited to make, for us to get together and start making videos like that. But not to sidestep real quick, but to go back to the thing with the group thing, not to toot our own horn, but I mean, that really is so true because all of us are in the positions that we are in now with the beer struggle because of us working together as a group. Mitch, you were already a success before you came along here. So, but a lot of us, it was through our group efforts that we really, showed what we were capable of because we were always challenging each other to push forward and push harder and put out better content. And so, I mean, really, that bit of advice for everyone out there, that bit of advice is absolutely true. If you're really looking to make a splash in social media, you of course you could do it by yourself. Yeah, because plenty of people have. But when you have a group, it's not even just about your own fame at that point. It's about you're all flourishing at that point, helping each other flourish and I'm so grateful that we all found each other and were able to connect in such a way. Again, not even for our own sakes, but I mean, I'm so proud of all the content that we've put out together. Really.
Yeah. I said it on the last podcast that that first group of 45 that was all involved in. That really kicked it off, and every one of them was committed to what was trying to do. And I think that's why, every one of us got a massive benefit out of that group. And we still do because, obviously it's still there.
Yeah.
And with us all being split up into all these leader positions, so I think that that is gonna flow through us into all these smaller groups now, for definite.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, no, it's interesting to see like a lot of the new guys are coming along, and Dean touched on this the other day. He was telling me that he was dealing with a few guys that thought that maybe like we'd been hand given some of the positions that we've been given, and like they didn't like us from day one, and they're like, here, fucking have it. And it's like, no. Are you kidding me? Do you think I enjoyed showering naked, washing my beard, trying to figure out how not to put my dick in that video? It took me 4 tries.
People don't realise how much work behind the scenes it all is. Because I mean, even when we was doing the collaborations together, and you know, we're all spread across the world. That group, there was a lot of work that went into it.
Yeah,
and you know that. If that's what, you know, there was one person on at me about it, and you know, I said to him, look, it could have been any group who was willing to put the work in, but you know, it was our group who did. And, you know, that's that. It could have
absolutely.
Been. Yeah, I mean, if you go back, like in my first, I touched on this in my first time I was on here with you guys about so like when we put together that second, especially that second video we did when we all did the Mortal Kombat interdimensional fight club. which is I will not even lie, I still watch that video. I still watch it. but the whole point is that you know, we put it together in less than 2 weeks. I think we put it together in 10 days. And we put it out
9 or 10 days,
and then we put it out to everybody. We put the challenge out on the Beer Struggles page, and you know, they had, I think it was 17 days they had to put together a video, and they got one submission. You know, so to mirror what Mitch was saying, I mean, it's, you know, it's not that we were handed anything, because we weren't. All of us started off with nothing. And then we, you know, but we had the drive to do it, and then we got together and we pushed each other further. But the point is that we have the follow through to do it. If these guys coming in need to get that fire under their ass, otherwise, you know, not that it's not for nothing, but if they want to be featured on the Beer Struggle page, if they want to be moving forward with their online presence, you got to put in the work. This is not an easy gig. You know, how we were spending, all of us were spending more than half of our days together in Discord planning this shit out. So you know, if you don't want to put in the work, you're not going to get anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know, Thor even touched on that yesterday, and I touched on this, Phil, with you in our first episode when I had a gentleman come to me and he's like, I found a 15% code. My wife could have got it because I went to the website and fucking this said me. Just a bunch of boo-hoo bullshit. And like Thor had kind of the same attitude that I took toward it, which was like, this might not be for you.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of guys may have jumped into this thinking like, hey, this is just going to be a quick buck. I can just put up a shitty selfie of, you know, me and my dog or me in the back of my truck, and it's gonna work out. And it's like, no, sir, you gotta.
Nope.
Like Jordan sends me, I don't know how many fucking photos a day of guys just sitting there, like, and you're like, fuck, man, come on, who wants to see that? Nobody wants to see. I don't want a shitty beard like that.
Yeah.
Look, I put in this, I did that, I did whatever. No, show me something cool.
Yep.
Like, I can't remember if it was Dan or Thor. Somebody said, unless it's gonna like stop you to look at the page.
Yeah, I think a couple of people have mentioned that. I feel like Thor was one of them.
Yeah, if it's not gonna like actually make you stop, don't post it.
Yeah,
that was a great piece of advice. And always try and send something out there that's better than the last thing that you put out. At least try.
Yeah, for sure.
Try.
It was like the video we've just dropped. You know, obviously you can choose the thumbnail, what people see before they click on the video.
Yeah.
And I always ponder, like, what will people stop on? And I thought about like that little shot of me where I've had the accident with the sword.
Yeah.
And I thought, no, what I'll do is I'm going to try something different with this one. I'll leave it blank. So I left it blank, yeah. So people have got to on it to see what it is.
Oh,
so it's how it goes. But yeah, it's just trying different things with it. But like you say, it does help being in a team.
Yeah, totally.
Putting out content. It is hard by yourself. And a person who is doing really well with it is Nick Hibbets. He's doing,
absolutely.
You know, he's by himself and he's doing really well. So,
Nick is a different breed of human, though. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we talked about that before you guys got on the podcast. That he's probably one of the. Like, he does not take himself seriously at all. You can tell through the content that he puts out. Like, he's just such a fun-loving guy. He's so much fun to talk to.
Right, and that's his brand. That's what makes Nick Nick.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Jordan bringing up some stuff here. What we got going on, Jordan?
I thought you shut me off then.
Oh, I didn't realize he's private because I'm not on my account that I normally use for like Beard Circle type stuff. I'm just on my main account. So,
so you don't follow him? Oh,
not on this account.
Nick, we got a hater over here.
Jordan, I see a lot of Axe body spray, Game Cubes, and big black dildos in your future, my friend. See a lot of torture in your future. Oh shit. Yeah, no, Nick is doing amazing for himself. It was nice. I even saw him today. He got posted on the Beard Struggle page. The man just kills it every time he puts something out. And that's what I was saying. There's like no seriousness to him. It's a lot of fun every time he ever puts something out. Yeah. Like that old grandpa bit that he put out. I still go back and watch that. That shit still tickles me pink.
Yeah, I was watching that today. So funny. Oh man, what a guy. Yeah, we're hoping to get him on at some point to chat because love to talk to him.
Anything that will get him out of his mail van, he'll do.
For sure.
No, you know what? He would probably I'm not even kidding you. He would probably do the fucking podcast while he was at work.
Probably, yeah. He's talented enough. He could probably do it without missing a beat too. Like while working, going and doing everything he has to do. He could probably do it without missing a beat. He's that talented. Oh man, he's definitely my favorite ginger on the planet.
Yeah, he is so funny.
Fucking, that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So, how long did it take you guys to get get that video done for the UK group, the one that you guys just put up today?
Yeah, so we've got really good at winging it.
Okay.
I ain't joking. We literally put our videos together in 2 or 3 days.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I mean, this one we started planning on. What day are we on now? So we started planning this just at the start of the week, and all the guys involved got the footage in pretty fast, and then obviously Vinny's is a master at throwing stuff together pretty fast. So, if it weren't for Vinny's editing skills, I don't think we could get them out as fast. But we literally come up with the videos just off the top of our head, and then we just we'll throw them out pretty fast before we can change our mind, and they're working pretty well. But I think the one we've just released, we're going to try and stick with that kind of theme, I think, now.
Cool. Yeah.
So you maybe see a bit more of that type of stuff from us.
That's exciting.
Look forward to it.
Absolutely. Well, it's definitely a particular type of genre as well. It appeals to quite a few people, so I can see that grabbing a lot of eyes and attention. So that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah. There's a bit of a secret transformation in it. What you'll see throughout. So,
cool. That's fun. Yeah.
I don't want to give too much away, but just stay strong for him. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that first part was great. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more.
That's hilarious. Phil, I had somebody stop me at the grocery store by my house last night and tell me that they watched our episode with you. and they loved the part where we were talking about Brock Lesnar's back. They're like, the way you describe Brock Lesnar's back is hilarious. You just can't even get your arms around the guy. He's just so fucking big. I'm like, oh man, what I want to know from you two gentlemen, I know Mitch, you do quite a bit of hit the bag there and everything like that to stay in shape. Phil, I know you got your experience in martial arts and everything, and just being a freight train of a human being. If you guys could fight any MMA fighter or just anybody, if you could have an MMA fight against somebody, I want to know why, and I want to know who.
It's funny you even mentioned Lesnar, because I used to get called him all the time. I used to, when I had my beard shorter, I've got this big square jaw, and I used to have the high fade. And, everybody used to call me all the time, but I would probably fight him just so I can knock his name off. Take him out. Let people say you look like Mitch.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That would be an insane fight. Oh my goodness.
Oh fuck, that'd be so funny. His wife looks at him and she's like, yeah, he doesn't look like you. You look like him now. It's like,
especially when he come out to the Velasquez fight, and he had his beard and he had his hair swept back, and I had the same kind of thing going on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining to watch, right? So yeah, big money fight with Brock Lesnar. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No. I mean, Brock's like I said in that episode. Brock's, he's one of my idols. I would love to fight him, but I think the one person I would love to really fight is Alistair Overeem.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because, I mean, I mean, this is going to be controversial, but I do not like him. I mean, he got after the fight when he beat Brock and Brock retired.
Oh, could not fight.
That's my whole point is that he got caught. So he beat Lesnar. Lesnar retired, and then Overeem got snagged for juicing for steroids.
PEDs.
So for that reason alone, I would fucking love to fight Overeem, because because Overeem he I wouldn't say he manhandled Lesnar in that fight, but he did some damage, but the point is that it was all false. Look at Overeem from no, seriously, look at Overeem from 5-6 years back. I mean, he was still a heavyweight fighter, but he was a fucking twig.
Yeah.
Look at him when it was the light heavyweight. He didn't win many fights when he was a light heavyweight.
No, he didn't. So
Chuck Liddell knocked him out.
Right. So my point is I mean, even though I haven't trained anything MMA in years, I can guarantee you I can kick his fucking ass. I mean, really, I would love to fight that fucker.
I love it. It's funny you mentioned that. When Overeem was coming up, there was a lot of people that loved him. They were like, "Oh, he's the guy. He's the new dude that's gonna come in and demolish everybody and take the title." I do find it a little interesting. Yeah, that picture right there, top one, second one, left-hand side, him flexing like a beast.
That's not even
that's not even that good compared to when he fought Brock.
Yeah.
Right there, you can even see a bit of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, find the picture of Alistair Overeem fucking facing off against Brock Lesnar when he's on the scale. You will never see another human being that looks that fucking good. Except for maybe Yoel Romero. That dude looks pretty goddamn good for 40 years.
He looks bigger than he is, doesn't he? I don't know. He's with.
Yeah, he's a big boy. God damn. But yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying about Alistair Overeem, man. He went through a weird transformation. Like you're saying, he was that twiggy light heavyweight. Then he became a twiggy heavyweight.
Yeah.
And
it was like a giant Thai fighter, wasn't he?
Yeah, and then he ate horse meat. Yeah, horse meat.
Yeah.
And the guy fucking turned into a beast. So it's look at that guy. Holy shit.
But also, I love Joe Rogan's like facial expression in this photo too. Is hilarious. Just like him sitting in the back, like he's like,
Yeah, you look at that guy and you're like, how do you make 265?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that throwback video though. The throwback picture.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Like, look at the fucking difference.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. Like, you know, yes, you can get to that through you know, hard work and determination. But like, I'm sorry. Yeah, he got caught. He got caught.
Yeah.
Juicing.
I don't even think there was testing properly then, was there? You know, they didn't
I don't
have
think they had USADA back then.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think they even had USADA back then. I think they were just doing. I think they were doing WADA, or they may have still been going through the state athletic commissions for their drug testing.
Yeah, they were. So, you know, but he still got caught. And that being said, I mean, I don't like cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
So
fair.
I would fight him because you know what, if him and I got into the octagon, you know, they test now. They test far more thoroughly than they did then. So you know, they would if he had to juice up to fight me, you know, then he's disqualified, so he'd have to do it the regular way, and that ain't gonna work out well for him.
Lesnar got caught in the Mark Hunt fight. He got caught with something when the proper testing come into it.
Yeah, they did something a little fishy there, where, you know, Brock was supposed to be tested for 4 months prior to the fight because they wanted to make sure he wasn't on any form of drugs or there wasn't any pulsing effects, as they like to call it. And they rushed him through real quick, fought Mark Hunt, and then they found out that he was on roids. And then Mark Hunt got really pissed off.
It wasn't a steroid he got caught with. It was a substance called Clomid, which is an estrogen blocker.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like he'd maybe come off a cycle, and that was his PCT, is it the call, post-cycle therapy? But you don't know, do you? You don't know. You don't know what they're taking.
Yeah, you never know. But I got to say, like, if I were to fight somebody, because I'm not as big as you gentlemen, like, as much as I would like to punch Brock or Alistair Overeem in the face, I'm pretty sure that no matter how much I want to, that's just not going to end well for me. So I'd probably pick on somebody like my own size. I'd probably go after BJ. I'd probably go after, like, BJ Penn. I'd probably go after BJ Penn because his life has just gone down such a spiral. I wouldn't mind smacking him across the face and saying, "You're one of the fucking greatest to ever do it. Now you look like an idiot."
Oh, man.
That's just me, though. Jordan, I want to know who you would stomach punch. That's the nickname my favorite Jordan, the stomach puncher.
I don't know. Because I don't know many UFC or like MMA fighters, but like if I could fight anyone, there's this.
Yeah, this anybody. It can be your grandma for all I care.
No, I love my grandma. She's the best. So there's a guy that I worked with up north when I was up there for 14 months in a row. Yeah, he's just an asshole. Just like him and I did not get along well. So I think if I could get in the ring with him and go a few rounds, I would enjoy that very much.
So here's so here's the question, Jordan. So here's the question: Do you want Mitch and I to come over there and take care of it for you and give you a
That would be incredible.
We're just going to knock at the door in a minute on Jordan's door.
Oh, that would be amazing. The reaction would be fantastic.
We should have done this live. We should have done a live feed.
I'm just sitting there with the camera. I'm like, it's about to go down.
Yeah, Scott's on Instagram Live. I'm like, and then the three of us are just like at his door. Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, because I mean, Mitch and I together, I think what we're roughly like 600 pounds together, you know, combined.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, that's a. That would be amazing.
You would be shooting it from the back, and you just see a fucking a dismembered arm fly up. It's just fucking ripping pieces of body.
Oh shit!
No one hurts my little Jordan.
As Minsky calls him, my little, what does he call you? My little cannelloni?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I mean, I know it sounds nasty, but when Jordan first come into the chat, I did see him like an innocent guy. You know, I can't remember the story he was telling us. I think he was going on a date or something, and you know that had me. I couldn't stop laughing at that little story. I know it's horrible because she stood you up on a Zoom date or something.
Oh yeah. Yep. That happened.
Yeah, and remember how fucking defensive we all got?
You'd planned it to chat, and then like the next couple of hours, it was like, yeah, she's not turned up.
Yep. And like that's the reason why I got Zoom Premium. So like, if that hadn't happened, like I wouldn't have gotten Zoom Premium, and then if we would have done this, like.
Look at him now. He has his own fucking podcast.
That's right.
Oh, God.
You're a loss, bitch.
Oh, that had me laughing. That really did have me laughing.
Yeah.
No, never mind. She'll want you now after you're famous.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
She'll come back.
Yeah, it's funny. Jordan and I took pictures the other day. Like my setup, like it might look nice, but like this table is sitting on bricks. It's a little unstable. Like I got Pokemon right here. I got Beard Struggle products. I have a boner hiding under here. It's a lot going on over here. It's fucking funny. We made the comment like, man, if this turns out to be something like better, like this is gonna be really cool. We can like, you know, send pictures and be like, look how far we came.
There is some funny stories that get told in that chat, like, and it'd be good for everybody to tell them on here because they are funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody's learned that I have somewhat of a grudge against midgets in that chat. I do, man. I don't know what it is, and this is gonna sound horrible. On YouTube, I don't really give a fuck if you pull me for saying this. They're walking footballs that can vote. It's painful, man. I've seen a handful of them, and they're never nice. They're never nice people. They're always so angry that they're short.
Do you understand the amount of torture that these people have fucking endured their entire fucking lives? Like, I mean, like, I mean, like, to each their own here, but like, you know, think of these guys. I mean, you know, there's a lot of rage, you know, pent up, I would imagine.
The look on your face of just the defense for midgets is funny.
I am 100% hashtag pro midget.
That needs to be a shirt with Phil's face on it. Hashtag pro midget.
Please don't. Please don't.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have that up by tonight, everybody. It's gonna be
Yes.
oh, shit. But you're right, there's some funny stuff that comes out of that chat, whether it's people with their relationship issues or like Jordan, your dad constantly asking you to shave your fucking beard.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. I was telling Jordan, and I can't remember if I put it in the Discord group the other day, but I tried to go on a date with a girl, and it did not work out, my friends. I don't know what it is, but I was telling Jordan this. In today's world, like, dating is just not for me. I think I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna buy an escort. I think that's what I'm gonna do. She's gonna be like my escort. I'm gonna be like, every Friday at 8 o'clock, you come over. There will be several $100 waiting for you. You come over. Because when you try and date a girl these days, if you make plans a day or two out, cold feet takes place and the plans won't happen. Mm-hmm. And then if you try and like leave it real loose and casual, like, hey, we'll make plans the day of, you can never agree on a fucking time, and it takes up your whole day. Mm-hmm. So it's just painful. Mm-hmm. Escorts are easier, in my opinion. Let's do it. Pro escorts.
There you go. That's another shirt idea right there.
Pro midgets and pro escorts.
Oh, what if it's the same shirt? Like one side's like pro midgets on hashtag pro midgets on the front, and then pro escorts on the back. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh. But do you guys have anything weird like that? I don't know why I have like a random hate on slight joke for midgets. Do you guys have anything weird like that?
Yeah, I have a few.
Midgets.
Yeah.
You have a few of them.
Yeah, but I think if we start saying them on here, we'll probably be getting arrested.
Oh, I love your
You know, like that story I told in the chat where, you know, I was the one where I was outside the school with my car. You know, people like them teachers, you know, I've got to give them a couple of punches.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh.
This podcast is not disappointed.
Story's been told a few times in there. Oh. Yeah, no, I know that my rosebush story's been told a few times in there about how I lost a fight to a rosebush. And then somewhere in there, I also mentioned that my father lost a fight to a bar stool. Like, my family just doesn't do well against inanimate objects.
Well, technically, a rosebush is living, so.
True. Yep.
Well, it wasn't living by the time I was done with it.
So Scott, you know, speak closer to the mic. Is this an admittance of murder?
Yeah, that rosebush was murdered. It was viciously. There's no like allegedly. I murdered that. You know, to be honest with you, I was surprised I made it to the altercation with the rosebush because my driveway had these two giant cement posts. And when I got thrown out of the truck, like they didn't slow down when they went through the cul-de-sac. They just opened the door and they're like, bye. See, just like that. Bye. I was surprised I didn't die that night. And then I woke up to my mom like poking me on the fucking front doorstep. I was sleeping outside on the doormat. And she's like, are you okay? There's a lot of blood. And I just like looked up at her all fucked up. And I'm like, Stephen Harper, who was our prime minister at the time, is a lamp. And I just fucking I still don't know what I meant by that. I still have no idea what I meant by that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's a great story. Oh man.
Yeah. Do you guys have any embarrassing drunk stories? I got humped by a dog once at a party. Thank God I was clothed. What? Mitch's evil dark laugh.
he's just sitting there in shadows, just like cackling.
That was the perfect laugh for the boss in a movie.
Oh.
Oh, fucking
nobody can beat your story, Scott. I mean, really, like you like, because there's so many of them too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there are.
Yeah, I don't really know why. And if you're wondering why I'm taking off my shirt, I did just spill Gatorade all over my table, and I'm trying to play it off Yeah, I don't know why my stories are the way they are, why I've had them all happen the way that they've happened. The gay bar, the fighting of the rose bush, fucking getting knocked out by an Asian dude on TV with 4,000 people live or something like that. Yeah, I've lived an interesting life.
Oh man.
Dude was like half my size too. It was super, super upsetting.
There.
He was fucking fast, I tell you. He was fast.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What was that, Mitch?
Had you been smoking before getting into this fight?
Fuck yeah, I went outside. I smoked so much weed. I remember going outside and they're like, hey man, you can't leave the venue. I'm like, oh yeah, I just gotta like hand off my keys to like my girlfriend, which I didn't have one at the time. And so I went out there and I just started fucking joint, and I went into the cage. I was just obliterated. I was like, fuck, it's really bright out here. Oh, that's a lot of people. Oh, he looks angry.
Oh my god.
So, whatever. He's a nice guy. We still chat every now and again. But what can I say?
That's funny.
Well, he made you his bitch, so I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah. It's kind of like you can't not be friends with the guy now. If he's like, hey, I want to be your friend on Facebook, you're yes, sir. You just gotta be yes, sir. I'll be your friend. Oh shit.
Yeah, I think the only embarrassing, I wasn't even embarrassing. I mean, anybody who knows me, anybody who's drank with me knows that I get to be, I'm very I'm lively when I'm not drunk, but when I'm drunk, I get very lively. And the last real drunk story I have that I can think of was actually the 4th of July a few years ago. I think it was 2015 or 2016.
Ooh,
and
exciting.
we went to the bar. I think I had way too many drinks that night. Anyway, so we left. We drove to. This is when I was living in Washington. We drove to. They called them the Flats. It was on the Columbia River, and but there was a little turn off, and it was a beach. Well, river beach thing. I mean, they call them beaches there. It's like there's no salt water. It's not a beach. So
is it a questionable beach?
It's a questionable beach. Yes.
Yeah.
Questionable things happen on that beach. But anyway, so we of course it's now like 2-3 in the morning. We continue to drink, and so fucking I was like fuck it, and I had bought it. I had before we went there. I had bought a little American flag, and I just started fucking shrieking. And I mean, I didn't get that all the way. I got down my boxers, and I ran with the flag in my hand. I ran towards the river, and I was screaming America! And I just fucking booked it into the water. And now again, keep in mind it's 3 a.m. And I mean, yeah, it's summer, but I mean the water gets cold.
Yeah.
And because the sun had been out. Yeah, no, that was it was fun, but it was cold. It was very cold. I had no dick when I got out of the fucking river. It was all the way. It was all the way inside. All the way inside.
Oh,
that's funny. Oh man.
Oh, it is funny. That's good.
Yeah. The mental image of that is just hilarious, but also horrifying at the same time.
But the point is, Jordan, is that you are imagining my dick right now. So.
Well, yeah, I wasn't, but
I'm thinking of that Scott on the last podcast.
Oh shit! Oh, that's funny, man. I don't know what it is. It seems like dicks is a very common conversation piece in any of our chat groups that we get into. Like we've made the dicks of fury. We've made fucking Mitchfield and that gay dude, like a pro. Peach went hunting her dick.
No.
Dicks get brought up a lot in that conversation.
That's what I was saying last night.
Yeah.
Mensky is one of the funniest human beings, and like he'll just belittle himself a little bit. Like when I can't remember who it was, somebody with a dick and they're like, well, it's bigger than mine. Fucking good on. I want to know how that happened. How did dicks become a common conversation piece in our groups?
I don't know. I feel like it kind of happens at some point with any group of dudes. Like,
yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
it's hard to deny that gay humor is funny.
Well, that was demonstrated very clearly with Dakota a little while ago. Like that his new beard oil scent.
Oh god,
yeah, man, that killed me when you told me he did it. he was hilarious when he's like, hey, I'm really upset that nobody's actually like jumped on this. Like there's a lot of dudes that are into other dudes with beards. So like, why don't they have a beard oil where like the dropper is a dick or something like that? It has like some super gay scent inside. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so perfect.
That like, oh, I haven't laughed like I laughed like when we were talking about that. Like, I don't even know. Like, besides when I'm with like my one cousin, like nobody makes me laugh like I laughed during that episode. Like,
did Dakota mention his nickname that I always call him? Because I speak to him quite often, and he'd posted a picture one day, and he was like on the corner of this garage, like creeping round, and I'd nicknamed him Garage Creeper. There was a few of his photos always stood near a garage, and Will was like, "Oh, there's creeping around garages again."
That's amazing. Oh man, I don't think he mentioned that with us.
No, he didn't. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Garage man.
It's gone mad now. We watches this and go mad.
Fucking. Dakota's one of the funniest, most genuine dudes I've ever met. Like he's just himself, like himself. He's so funny. He's so easy to talk to. I love that.
Yeah.
But, no,
he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He is a nice
guy.
Well,
he looks older than he looks.
He's older than he looks?
I was winding him up before saying he's definitely, because when I went on their podcast and it was on about age, I thought Dakota was a lot older than me and Zeke. Obviously, Zeke's older anyway, but I thought Dakota had that look of being a lot older. And he's not, he's a lot younger.
Yeah.
He's only 27. And I thought he was more like 37. But he's his beard, and he's got a really good, nice, thick beard, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes a difference.
It makes yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if I get rid of my beard, I don't know about you guys, but how old do you guys look if you shave your beard right off? Because I look about a grand total of 10.
I can show you a picture.
How old?
It's not.
How old does Buzz Lightyear look?
Well,
because my jaw is like Buzz Lightyear's. If I shave this off, I've got a big, massive Buzz Lightyear look jaw.
I have a beard because my fucking chin makes me look like a fucking 6-year-old. like if I were to shave this, I'd be like, hi guys. Can I be part of the beard struggle?
Oh, that's funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny at all. I have such a I fucking cannot say when I one of my old jobs I had to shave.
Oh no.
I would now granted I would let it go. I would let the stubble go until I got yelled at every single fucking time. But yeah, no. I look fucking horrible with a beard. Holy shit.
Yeah, oh, there's Jordan. Holy shit, you.
Yeah.
Now you look like the creeper going around garage. You look like the dude that found a way into the garage, and the lady's like, "This isn't your house," and you're like, "It is now."
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I have a beard, because otherwise I look like that.
But you still have a better chin than I do.
Yeah.
Have you shown Bensky that picture, Jordan?
No, because I don't know what he would do or say.
He's gonna get fucking Pasta Boy tattooed on his forehead.
I wouldn't honestly. After our chat with him or on Tuesday, I wouldn't put anything past him. Like he's just
that dude's a wild man.
Literally, just like I'm pretty sure I had my head in my hands for like the majority of that podcast, or I was like leaning back, just like staring into space.
Yeah, especially when we started talking about jerk off tutorials, you got real uncomfortable. It was funny to watch.
I was like that podcast. Like I can't think of a time where I've been like more uncomfortable than that. It was hilarious, but so uncomfortable. But It's
Minsky's our wild card. I mean,
like,
100%. If you you know, it's like if we're all in a group and fucking, you know, things get uncomfortable, and you need that subject to change. Yeah, just Minsky, you're up.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. Call him in. Send in the hound.
Yeah, he's our fucking secret weapon.
Yeah, makes any group chat uncomfortable.
Yep.
Definitely, he's able to turn the tides at any moment. I love that guy.
Literally, any given time, and it's like there's no fucking. He does not skip a beat either.
Yep.
It's
facts.
just it's fucking. He's like Scott. I mean, you're obviously like that too, but like, I mean, Minsky's just. I mean, dropping a fucking. I mean, like you just make things really funny.
Yeah.
He fucking. His imagination is fucking wild.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. I love talking to him. Like when we DM each other, or fucking he sends me a voice clip, dude. That shit'll go on all day long, and it'll be from anything like, oh yeah, I forget to put in my beer this morning. I probably look like a schmuck today. To like, he's telling me how badly he wants to eat Riley Reid's asshole and how much he's willing to pay. And it's just like, oh. And the way he goes so deep into these comments, like he's thought about it so seriously. He has a plan.
Yep.
Fucking guy.
Oh, Minsky.
Man. I can't get enough. I love everybody in our group. That's the one thing I love. What are you guys looking at in the future here? I know you're a warlord now, Phil, and Mitch, you're a general. Are you guys hoping to be doing more voiceover work? I know both of you are kind of interested in that. Are you wanting to move into the movies? Are you wanting to move into something else? What are you looking for? Maybe starting a podcast of your own? The Beast Bros?
Oh, the Beast Bros and the Moose Bros.
That is what you titled the chat, Jordan.
I did. That's true. Yep. That's facts. No, but that'd be cool. Like, yeah, like that'd be fun.
I don't know. I'll just see where it leads. I ain't got no plan on it all. I mean, I'm just kind of going with. I mean, even from just joining the beard struggle, I just thought I'd see where it goes. Like, and it's headed to where we are now. So, yeah. Hopefully, it'll just carry on like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I actually, now speaking of voiceover work, I actually before coming on here, I let Jordan know that I was doing. I had to do I didn't have to, but I did voiceover for the Pennsylvania group's video.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very sweet of you, sir.
I know, right? I'm so gracious. No, we agreed that collectively, and Mitch was part of that conversation too, that we were going to be, it was in that chat, that for the U.S. clients, at least for this video challenge, we were going to sit it out. Because initially I was planning on helping out these guys, but we decided to have all of the leadership sit it out. And which rightfully so, because I wasn't looking at it in that light at first, but then it was like, all right, you know what, that sounds good. Let's see what they come up with.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I am impressed what they've come up with so far. But yeah, but Pennsylvania had asked me to do some voiceover work because I had offered it. So I mean,
I hope you did Dracula's voice for him.
What's up?
I hope you did Dracula's voice for him.
You know, we still have 3 hours. I'm gonna fucking go back and do that. Welcome to Pennsylvania. We have the Liberty Bell. I will suck your blood. No, but I did some work for them though, and that was fun. But I obviously I wasn't going to be in the video like we agreed upon, but I figured voiceover work wouldn't necessarily hurt it. You know, it was just narration, and so that'll hopefully, I'm counting on them to bring it home for the East Coast. So we'll see. But in terms of your question though, I'm kind of the same as Mitch. Like I didn't really have a plan joining with Beard Struggle because I had my own thing going on. Mm-hmm. This was kind of an addition. Beard Struggle has slowly taken over my life, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that though because it's brought a new new challenge and a new depth to what I'm doing. It's only added. But going forward, though, I don't really know. I would love to do some voiceover work. I would love to do. I don't know if I would do movies at this point, but you know, definitely continuing with creative content would be my best guess. I would love to be able to go on some of these shoots with you know, with the masters and shit like that. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, like I said, I'm of the same mind as Mitch, where I don't necessarily have an actual plan as to where I'm going with this at the moment.
Yep.
What did you guys think of the voiceover on our last video? Did you listen to it?
Yeah, man. I thought
Who do you think that was?
I'm bad at telling voices because I can never put a face to a voice.
Was that Vinny?
No.
Who
Wait,
was
which video was it? Was it on your page?
The one we just dropped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pull it up, Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
It was a brilliant job. Absolutely brilliant job. I was surprised. Very surprised.
Yeah, man. That video you guys just dropped is absolutely fantastic. For anybody listening, please go check that out. It's on Mitch's page, Vinny's page, Callum's page, or Dean's page. But show them all some love, you fucking bastards. And
hopefully it's going to be somewhere else as well.
All right, I'm gonna play it. If it's loud, I apologize. We have
Jordan doesn't want us to hear our children laugh.
Are you sat at home thinking about what you could be? Do you have what it takes to be a brand Viking?
So have you heard about this new Viking ambassadorship we have started with? You can start as a junior and work yourself up as a brand Viking master. Our mission is to empower them so they can be the best that they can be.
Hey, you there? Are you drinking a cup of tea? Brand Vikings don't drink tea. Vikings drink me. That's the spirit. Stop. What on earth are you doing there? You won't be needing those. That dapper hairstyle just won't do. What a splendid transformation. Hey, you there. Yes, you. Throw those away. Vikings, you saw. Heavy on, Ragnar. Looks like you'll need some more practice. Jolly good show, chaps. Join us next time to learn how to get your chums to become a brand Viking.
I don't recognize the voice.
I see Thor at the beginning, obviously doing his spiel.
Yeah.
Weird stuff. But who is that? Callum? Did Callum fucking?
No, it's Dean. Dean did that.
Dean did that. Bitch.
Dean did that.
That's fucking great.
That's amazing.
He did the perfect old school.
I can't even tell that's him.
He's got that posher twang to his accent, and when he did the old school, like the voice, it just went perfect. So yeah,
that's fucking awesome. I never would have guessed that was Dean. It doesn't sound anything like him.
No.
He did a good job, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because I'm surprised because I know Vinny is really good with the voice work too. Because like we had actually Faisal had sent us in the moderator chat one time. He had sent us some voice clips for the outgoing message for the beer struggle.
I sent it.
Yeah, and fucking. Holy shit! Because he did the.
Did he send you the Ivor one?
Yeah. He said, yeah. We got all of it. It was like there was like 6 of them. I was like, holy shit! How is that Vinny? I mean, like you couldn't. He sounded straight out of the show Vikings. I mean, fucking. You could not tell by any means.
He sent the Ivor the Boneless one in the group chat, and he put the guy out of Vikings, Ivor, the boss got him to record this for us, and we played it, and I was like, no way has he recorded that for us, like, you know. And then Vinny was like, dickhead, it's me.
Yeah, he did. He did such a fucking good job. And then he tried doing the. Well, he didn't try. He did He did a recording too that was in the vein of the Who Wants to Be King part of Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was again, it was fucking spot on. I'm pretty sure it didn't make the cut. It wasn't the best one of the six they sent, but I mean, fuck, you could not. There's no way on earth that you could tell that was Vinny.
Yeah, they are good, really good.
Yeah, we're talking to him on Monday night, so we'll have to see if we can get him to give us a little
you definitely
sneak
do
peek.
that. Definitely do that.
Yep, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to talk to Vinny. He's such a talented individual.
Yeah.
Like, there's not anything he does that I don't just fucking fall in love with and drool over like a very drunk hooker looking for money.
Yeah. And he does like a big range of music. Like, there's a lot of big Viking music, and he's done like old Western music, like
cool.
Clint Eastwood films type stuff.
Yeah.
He's done like rap and rock. That one I was telling you about on the podcast before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right.
I actually bought it on iTunes, and I messaged him and said, "I just bought your song," and he went, "Yeah, I've just bought that too. I lost it, so I bought it myself." It's like,
that's awesome.
Vinny is a man of many, many, many talents. I mean, he's an amazing video editor.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, his voiceover work is fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I have all of his gifts saved. Oh my god, I fucking use them for everything. I use them for everything because he's such a fucking amazing human being.
Mm-hmm.
But and then his music is fucking amazing because like we were just saying, I mean, he can do so many different styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Totally.
So many different styles. I mean, really, he has the Viking stuff. I mean, when I remember I was looking for when I was doing my Training Tips Tuesday videos, I was looking for some royalty-free music, and like Vinny was like, "All right, I got you," and the next thing I know, there's like fucking 20 files in the chat.
Whoa.
From all various different styles. I was like, "Holy shit! Okay, all right, I see you, Vinny."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get sued by using his music as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You never know. He might be reeling us all in to use his music, and then we'll all get a lawsuit again.
It's all an elaborate plan.
There's going to be about 50 of us in the court with him.
Man. Overwhelming evidence to call his lawyer. I got these 53 fuckers. They're all using my music. Oh shit, man. Yeah. No, I believe Vinny was the first one out of any of us that physically got hired by the beard struggle, and it's just slowly starting to take more, and everybody's starting to work their way in, and it's nice to see that, right? All like we were saying, the team mentality, the teamwork, and the support we all show for each other is starting to pay off, and it's starting to work. Like Jordan and I have been talking about this podcast, and I think for the last 3 days, like our numbers keep doubling, except for our subscribers. It's been 22 for about 24 hours, but even then, everything else is jumping like crazy. So it's just showing that growth is coming, and it's just it reassures that, like you guys were saying earlier, you can do this by yourself. It is possible. People have done it, but just having a group, and then not only that, but the one thing that comes along with a group that you don't get when it's a single individual thing is like you don't get that giant joyous feeling when Jordan does well, or if Phil does well, or if Mitch does well. Like I genuinely feel great when you guys do well. And that makes me happy. Sure, maybe nothing happens on my social media page that day, but that's totally fine. I see Phil's followers going up. I hear Phil get sales, or Nick, or Mitch, or Dean, you fucking name it. I'm just like, woohoo, it's a team win.
Yeah, for sure.
It took me a while to get to Blood Viking level. And when I got it a few, what was it, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that, I was waiting for me patch to come through. It never did come through, so
I know where this is going.
I messaged Vinny. I was like, will these admins pull the finger out? Won't they fucking blood Viking patch? His hand dropped. His little face. Blood Viking Mitch on it. He sent me it.
Yeah.
That was all he sent me. I was like, what a bastard.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was, no, I still say that Vinny's patch should be the official patch used moving forward.
That's the fucking
Yep.
That was a piece of fucking art right there.
Yeah. That was
Oh,
so
when
funny.
he sent you that and you shared that, man, I was in tears.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in tears.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
even
fun.
put it in the chat with a big cheese. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
making sure everybody sees this. I want my real patch. Even if that.
Yeah.
That was amazing how quickly those new sample packs were gone.
Mm.
They
Yeah.
fucking ran out the door. Like, I remember Phil was talking about them on our podcast. He couldn't give anything away at the time. He was just being like, it's been talked about. It's
Yeah.
going to be released soon. We're doing what we can. And then you guys release them, and it's literally like, hey, I thought you ordered some. Yeah, we did. They're gone. How many did you order? Well, we had a shit ton. And they're all gone? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. No, not for nothing. I wasn't even able to get my hands on one.
Fair.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of guys, even like Jordan and I deal with a bunch of the Canadian guys, just trying to get them, interested and get them engaging and stuff.
Yep.
And they're like, I fucking went to buy a sample pack and it's gone. I'm like, I know, man.
Yep.
It was that much in demand. It was that popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's funny. Do you guys know what's going on with their apparel stuff? Like, I know they had some shirts and stuff that were up there and then they were not there for a little bit. Was that ever figured out?
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much, but I've seen the design that won. So I know what design's coming out. I just know that it's going to take, I think like the COVID situation is slowing down a lot of it. And,
Yeah.
But it is in the works to be getting rolled out soon.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Originally the plan was that there was a few different designs.
Yeah.
Because I think there was I want to say 4 or 5 different designs. I may be wrong. Maybe more than that.
Yeah,
But,
I think there was 6, weren't there? There was a lot.
Yeah, there was a decent amount, and honestly, I love them all. I really love them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wouldn't. They ended up saying no, we're not going to do all 6. We're just going to do one.
Yeah.
For right now, I mean, they may eventually release all of them, but yeah, there's really not much more we could say other than the one that won is badass. Yeah. But it's going to take a little bit longer, and I know some people are getting a little bit antsy at this point.
Yeah.
It's worth it in the long run. I mean,
yeah, of course.
If people want some cool apparel, go check out Sons of Ragnar. And use the discount code Mitch10.
I'll put the link in the description.
Yeah, do it. Go buy from Mitch. Go look at the page.
But no,
the page.
The Beard Struggle stuff does look. The design, what was picked, people picked the right one.
Cool. Yeah, because when we talked to Thor yesterday, he was wearing one of the Beard Struggle shirts. Like, I think it just had like the logo and then it said the Beard Struggle below it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, man. No, it's exciting to see. Like, it was nice to see like everybody kind of started hitting Blood Viking, and then I'm retarded and I can't know. I don't know how the fuck to say the next level. But when Nick got there, and then everybody else started getting up there, like it's super cool. And then there's the level after it, and then it's fun seeing everybody level up.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Nick says he's like, hey, I hit this many sales, and he's like genuinely excited. You can see and feel the excitement. It's super cool to see, and I like the patches. Like you were saying, that patch that Vinny made you, that would be hilarious if they did make that as like an official patch for a certain amount of people. Because he's such a fucking asshole.
Yeah, just for our small group, that can be the official.
It's the Vinny special.
The Vinny special.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. No, it's a lot of fun. These guys that we work with, it's something that I really enjoy. I never thought that I would have a group of dudes, especially 53 or 55 or however many of us. We've never physically met, any of us, as far as I know, except maybe in a past lifetime. And fucking, like, we're all super tight, and it's fun, man. Like
Yeah.
I enjoy this. This is more fun than I think I've had at any job, you could, if you want to call it that I've ever had.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting messages off some masters. I want to go into them.
Fair.
So you work a lot with the masters now that you're general and whatnot, you're in the group, you get to talk to them
a little bit, collaborate with them a little bit, and I'm not going to say anything ruin stuff, so I'm not going to
Fair.
I gotta say, like, out of all the masters, I seriously want to meet Docky one day. He's just such the energy that guy has. Like, I would just stay quiet in the corner and just watch because he's so entertaining.
Yep.
Yeah,
I want to see a collab video with Scott and Docky. Lassie Larson. Yep. That's why I'm saying, yeah, Lassie Larson is honestly one of my favorite fictional characters on the
Yep.
Docky needs his own fucking TV show with Lassie Larson.
I can't remember where I heard it from, but I'm sure that the character Lassie Larson who he's playing is meant to be a character he's playing in some film.
Huh.
That's fucking great.
That's amazing.
That's fucking great.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like when he was in that general delivery video, like, just hilarious.
we didn't know. I know Daki's really, really busy. Like, he's got all his own stuff going on and his show of the life going on. And we didn't think that he'd be able to take part, and then we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And when that come through, it was a bit like, oh, fuck, because it was the way he'd filmed it. We wanted it like the other angle, but anyway, we made it work, and it was funny.
Sure. Oh, it was so funny. Yeah, totally.
I'm glad Callum got him.
Yeah, no, that was fucking priceless stuff. That was priceless. Like, especially like just when he came on screen. I mean, like, because when you see Docky on screen, like, you're in for something. And,
100%.
That was such a fucking.
Where the banana was.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I didn't even realise that until we actually put the video out. I was like,
so funny.
There was no surprise there. That banana's worth a lot of money now, I think.
I imagine it would go for quite the shiny coin on eBay.
Yeah.
But I feel like Docky's like a spirit animal.
Yeah, we're gonna get him on here someday. That's I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, Jordan is slowly, like, I think it's a challenge that Jordan's taken on now, because I'm like, I really love Docky. Like, I'd love to have him on the podcast, but like, I know he's really busy, like what Mitch said. I don't really want to bug him too much. Jordan's just like sends him a little message here and there, like, hey, maybe you want to be on the podcast. He reads it, doesn't respond because he's super busy. A couple of days later, Jordan's like, maybe now you've considered it.
Because like
I got treading very carefully.
Yeah, no, of course, because I don't want to be rude or pushy, but I want him on the podcast because like I got Thor, Pilot Viking is happening soon, and I talked to 5-0. So it's just Dacky,
He's another one. Sean is another one who will reply to you.
Yeah, totally.
He's a really cool guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is. He's a really cool guy.
Yep.
It was actually funny. I was telling Jordan when I first bought from the Beard Struggle, I used Thor's code, and within 30 minutes of using his code, he personally messaged me. And I was like, holy shit, I don't know how the fuck that happened. But yeah, it was cool, man. And like, I've messaged 5-0 before. He's a super cool dude.
Yeah.
I like talking to him. And they're all such inspirations. Is there like a certain master that you guys draw more of an inspiration from? Because like my three that I go to are Pavel, fucking 5-0, and Dan. Like, those are my inspirations for when it comes to like beard masters, like a mixture of the three of them.
Yeah.
Probably Thor, because the first one I talked to, and I kind of on his page, I can relate to the stuff a bit more. Like I'm into that kind of stuff. He was, he likes going to the stuff like that. And I don't know if you've ever scrolled right down his page, but you'll see that he was, a bodybuilder in his younger days, and he's ripped to shit. But yeah, probably, definitely Thor, Dan, or Fabo.
The man himself.
Yes.
Yeah, like when we were talking to him, like I was trying so hard to just be low key and like stay calm, but I was like I was so excited like the whole time, like just like so much fun to talk to him.
And like you're saying, it's cool that these guys are just people, right? Like,
yeah.
If they want to respond.
When you're releasing it, I want to watch it.
Yeah, that's so that one goes live, I believe, on the 13th, which I think is, hold up. July 13th, which is it's a Monday. So next Monday. Or a little while away, because we've got like 4 episodes that we've recorded this week, or 5 episodes that.
Yeah, you've been busy. Yeah, you've had a lot of people on in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the math the other day, and if you were to take all of our podcasts and just take the time and crunch it, like Jordan and I have been podcasting for 2 straight days.
Yeah.
I saw, was it yours, Phil? What was like 4 hours long?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah, our first guest.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been fun to kind of watch like how because we get like I get a ton of emails. It's interesting. Jordan doesn't seem to get as many of the emails or messages about the podcast as I do. But I fucking my mailbox is just like I walked away from my phone the other day. I had 250 messages in my Instagram. I had to go through, and I'm like, the fuck, man. So I'm going through, and it's people being like, dude, that part about the dick dropper is hilarious. That comment that Phil made is, I'm dying laughing. Why do they call it Jordan the Pasta Boy? Like, it's fucking fun.
I'm gonna figure out how to Photoshop my face onto a piece of pasta and make that like a T-shirt or a flag or something.
I'll make that your flag.
Oh man.
It's fucking a lot of fun especially interacting with people that you've never interacted with before. That's something I've really enjoyed about the growth of this whole thing. It's like, man, I have gorgeous women out of nowhere that message me and they're like, I love your comic book. And I'm like, you're fucking hot. You're hot as shit. You're talking to me?
They're probably fake accounts and it's probably Pedro behind it.
Damn it.
Yep.
Mitch is just out here crushing Scott's dreams.
You always know when they are fake accounts because they'll have like maybe, I don't know, between 10 and 15 pictures on. And when you look at the very first one they've posted, it was posted 2 hours ago and all of them was posted at the same time. Fake account.
Yeah. Yeah, or there's like a bunch of numbers in their username. That's always a good indicator.
My favorite is Facebook requests. When you get like that one really pretty girl and it's like Samantha James. And you're like, oh, yeah, well, Samantha looks really pretty. You go into her pictures and you're like, well, that's weird. There's only 3 pictures of Samantha and 500 of this black guy that lives in Nigeria. And she keeps telling me that it's her cousin.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. I was getting a lot of exactly the same, like on Instagram, it'll be the thumbnail of a little, good-looking bed.
Yeah.
And you click on the page, and it's some Indian boy with his scooter.
Yep.
It always made me wonder why they aren't a little bit more crafty. Like, why didn't they plan that out a little bit more? Like, when we plan out our videos, we try and make sure that shit's done down pat. These guys are leaving holes in their game left, right, and center.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
what's some of the most interesting stuff that you guys have gotten sent to you while you've been growing your popularity and whatnot? Like, I know, Mitch, you reeled in that gay dude like a fucking champ. But is there anything that you've gotten that you're like, wow, this is really weird? Like, when I started, I had a beautiful girl. Phil even saw her on my Facebook send me a Viking song. And it was like, okay. This is different.
One of the day.
T-Bone to D. Have you guys gotten anything a little bit weirder? Not even a dick pic or anything like that, but just an odd character that you're talking to. Like, I get a lot of Illuminati people.
Yeah.
I think we all do. I mean, even Espen was getting them.
Yep.
Yeah, he was.
It's so funny. Oh man.
Yeah, there's a lot of different characters that do contact you.
Yep.
You know, a lot of it's the same community now that's contacting me. So there's a lot of bearded villains.
Yeah.
You know, but there is. It's always in, you know, where you get the requests on your messages.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Nope.
You know, if I go in there, there's some weird stuff in there.
Yep.
And I try to stay out of that one. But
Yep. Yep. Same.
There was one the other day off an Indian guy, and he said, "Oh, you're such an inspiration," and I was like, "Oh, he's quite a genuine kid. He likes my stuff." So I opened it up, and it started to get a bit weird.
Oh,
And I could see where it was going, you know. Always leads to the same place, doesn't it? So,
Yeah. I mean,
had.
Go
ahead, Phil. No, you.
I was,
you.
I was, I was saying, yeah, that's, you know, like Mitch said, like the fucking when you see the when you're in your DMs and you see the requests on top. It's always I have about 16 of them sitting in there right now, and I'm just you know what, I'm to a point where I'm not even gonna fucking open them. I'm not even gonna. I just ignore that fucking inbox. I did have to start. I actually had to start utilizing the primary and general inbox because I was getting, you know, I wouldn't say flooded, but I mean, because I'm you know, I still have ways to go.
Flooded with cock.
Thankfully, that's tapered down a little bit. But no, I was getting flooded. Yeah, I was getting flooded with cock, definitely. No, but no, it just my inbox was starting to get flooded. I mean, by you know, like in my primary, I keep all of you guys. I keep all the group chats. I keep all you know, my beer struggle guys, my main beer struggle guys, you guys. You know, if others message me, I'll pop them in the general inbox. But I mean, I can't think of anything offhand anymore. That's because I mean, it's, you know, I've been on kind of a hiatus right now because of work and my personal life. But so I can't remember offhand any real weird shit that I've gotten. But you know, there's a reason I'm utilizing both inboxes now, and it just there's just a little too much.
Yeah.
So what? I have got one. So I don't know why I forgot about this one because it stands out. But I had a message off a black woman. From where was she from? She was from somewhere real you'd never heard of it type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I could see her going through all my stuff, liking all my stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And then one day, I mean, I'm working from home at the minute, but anyway, I was working and my phone was ringing and I looked and it was an Instagram video call. And it was from this person.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'm not going to pick it up. So I left it.
Yep.
And then a message come through straight after saying, and it was a photo, and I went in and I opened it up. And there was this pair of massive tits on the
Oh,
and
man.
I thought somebody's winding me up here. It was one of you lot, or you know. Anyway, there. And I was like, and I messaged and I was like, did you ring me? And it was like, yeah, you busy? I was like, yeah, I'm at work. And she went, you don't know what you mean. And I was like, yeah, I do. Sorry. And yeah, she kept bothering me. I was just ignoring her and ignoring her. Like,
Yeah.
there's so crazy people out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this time it was an actual girl this time. So that was
that's nice. It's a nice change.
Yeah,
nice change of pace, exactly.
Yeah, I've
Now
also had a
Paul's
few
fine,
random. I've
Now
had a few random boobs sent to me. It's weird, but not in a bad way. I prefer those.
Girls can deal with that one.
I don't know, man. I got a guy that sent me something the other day. He wasn't even trying to like get a dick pic out of me. He was just being weird, like just weird.
Yeah.
He was I can't even remember his Instagram tag, but he's like Jim the Beard World Champion or some weird shit like that. He has some giant fucking beard, and he messages me, and he's like, "Hey man, like how you doing?" It starts out as a normal conversation, like I like your beard. What's the company you work for like? We're just chit-chatting back and forth. He's like, well, I got to go to bed now. Anyway, when you go to bed and you take off all your clothes, message me. I'm like,
I remember this shit.
I'm like, that's never going to happen, bro. Yeah. He's like, oh, okay, well, no problem. Sorry, I'm not trying to come off weird. But yeah, if you just take off your pants, can you let me know? It's like, no, man, that's fucking weird. Why?
Oh, no.
It's weird. I'm sleeping naked, he tells me. It's like,
oh, no.
I can just imagine him just fucking laying there, just dick in hand, just ready to fucking go. It's like, just waiting on that message. Just waiting on that message to say, yeah, I'm taking him off right now.
Well, like, it sounded weird. It's almost he wanted a play-by-play of, like, what you're doing. Like, I'm taking off my socks now. Is your foot bare? Yes, my foot is bare. Like, what the fuck? That's the one thing I've learned, though, about, like, social media is as much as, like, I probably understand the popular girls that I went to school with now more than I ever have.
Imagine what like Thor and like Espen and Sean's inboxes are like though, man.
Well, it's funny you mention that. It's funny you mention that. I asked Thor about that yesterday. Kind of the same question. I'm like, what's the weirdest shit you've ever gotten sent to you? Like, you're a really nice guy. You're really popular. He's like, this motherfucker sent me a dick pic one time, and it made me so mad. It was like a car accident that you just watched. It gets embedded in your brain.
You should have told him how to put Pedro onto him.
Oh, no.
And the only thing I could think of was like, who the fuck is brave enough to send Thor a dick pic? Like, that dude has way too many connections. Oh, fuck, man. That takes a lot of guts to send Thor a dick pic.
Right?
And when he was telling the story, he was like genuinely upset about it. Like he was pissed off.
He didn't try and reel him in like I did then.
I don't think he asked for it.
I never asked for it. I just asked to I thought
Oh, fuck.
So just to be clear to the audience, please do not send us dick pics.
Nope.
Yes,
unless you Peach, send them because I think he likes them.
I think he does like the attention.
You know what?
He loves the attention.
You know what? I think in this episode you're gonna have to link.
You're welcome, Peachy boy.
He does have a nice beard.
Yeah, he does have a good beard.
But no, you're gonna have to tag him in this fucking video now. Just
I'm gonna pull up his Instagram while we're talking about it.
Oh my god! Fucking kill us!
Jordan,
fucking kill us! Jordan, don't do it! Don't do it! Oh my god!
Go for the views.
Pull up his handle.
So many conflicting opinions. Ah.
Jordan,
Oh,
if
God.
you can hand out his home address, that'd be great.
Yes. Oh my God.
All right, that's what I get.
Welcome to the beach.
Listen,
Nah,
Peachy, I stood up for you, bro.
I don't know. It looks like you're sitting from where I am.
That's because if I stand up, I'm not wearing pants either. No, no, I am actually wearing pants though. Sorry, Scott.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm all right.
We know we are because we know you're not. So
I wish I was lying to you.
where's the bear? Where's the bear, by the way?
He's laying defeated in the closet to my right. He's his head is buried in a cow's ass, and a Tyrannosaurus Rex's crotch. So he's recovering.
The carpet.
He's recovering after the fucking I gave him, especially this week. Man, I've been fucking that bear a lot this week. Jordan and I have gotten a lot of success. I've had a little excitement out here and there, you know. So, fucking, I don't know. It's bad. It's bad.
The screen cuts to Scott. You just see this.
You know, I thought about this the other day. Like, I was just joking around when I made that fucking video of the bear, allegedly, and it's weird. I bet you anything, there's some dude out there that makes a living fucking stuffed animals. There's some. If you've thought of it, there's probably a dude doing it, and I just bet there's some dude on Pornhub that's a very lonely introvert that lives in his studio apartment with paper plates and shitty cable TV, and he just sits there and he fucks stuffed animals and makes a shit ton of money.
Listen, if we have people out there who have a fetish of shitting themselves in diapers, then this is not a far stretch, because sadly in many ways, fucking a stuffed animal is actually more normal than getting dressed up in diapers and shitting yourself.
Well, it's better than fucking a real one.
I mean, yeah, it's a fucking fair point right there.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that the other way around? No, it's better fucking a real one than a fake one.
I feel like fucking a real bear would not go well.
Well, it's funny you mentioned this, Phil. We did a little bit of research the other day, and we have a feeling that Vladimir Putin is an animal fucker. Let me explain why. So young Jordan and I have gone on the internet and gone searching for information on Vladimir Putin. Did you know that this gentleman rides bears and constantly goes on like expeditions to find snow leopards and lions, and like he just tranquilizes them a lot. There was a lot of articles or a lot of parts in this article about him tranquilizing big game cats and just like hanging out with them. I'm like, he's fucking them. That's what he's doing. He's tranquilizing them and fucking them.
Okay, so you know that's Photoshop,
on
right?
that bear.
Have you guys seen that music video on YouTube where he's sat on a biscuit and it's rolling?
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
So it's like a still background, and Vladimir Putin. It could be that one that where he's sat on that bear there. He's sat on a rolling biscuit like that. To this like Russian disco song. It's a really weird video.
I mean, if that's Photoshop, that's a damn good Photoshop because it looks real.
Okay. Let's. It is Photoshop. Look at how many of them there are. Okay?
I just want it to be real so bad.
I do too. I
You
really
know what?
do
I
too,
want it to be
but-
real so bad. I'm gonna lie to people and tell
I
them
would say that's real.
I'm gonna say it's real. It looks too real. I'm gonna tell everybody I know that that's real shit. That motherfucker wrote there.
This one is not though.
No, that
What do you
one's
mean?
real.
That one's real. I'm from America. I can't confirm.
No, that one's real too.
Yeah, this is what they do for fun in their spare
Look at his
time.
leg in that picture. Look at his leg. It's so fucked up looking. Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah, we talked about that. We spent like a good half an hour talking about Vladimir Putin with Mensky on Tuesday. Like, it was a long section of the podcast.
I just want that bear part to be so real.
Honestly,
I know, but I'm sorry, Scott. It's not real.
It has to be real, Phil. I can't.
It's
until
not.
you show me evidence otherwise, I can't believe this.
Shouldn't it be the other way around?
No. Never should it be the other way around.
Oh man.
Oh,
this is too funny.
I don't know. He's a funny dude, man. Vladimir Putin, with all those little articles they put out about him, they're like trying to make him look like a real humanitarian and like he cares about people. And then like on the news, they're just like, yeah, a referendum went through. You can't throw him out of power for the next 20 years. But he's out before it was a landslide victory. I'm like, oh, communism is alive and well.
I genuinely like him, man. I don't know why. There's just something
I do
about
too.
him.
Yeah, how can you dislike him?
Yeah,
really. I mean, he's absolutely a communist dictator, but I mean, like,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what we are going to do. This is state-issued vodka. Drink. You do not like, you die.
Somebody was arguing with me the other day about who like the most manly world leader is, like who the most, you know what I mean? Like the dude you don't want to fuck with the most, and I'm like, it has to be Putin. It has to be. There's nobody else. Like if I was in a room with George W. Bush, I would not be scared. If I was in a room with Justin Trudeau, our prime minister, I would not be scared.
Not by a long shot. No way.
I'm pretty sure I could kick Justin Trudeau's ass.
What about King Jong-un or whatever his name is? He blew up his own uncle with a tank.
That's what I was gonna say. That was gonna be my manliest choice is Kim Jong-un. I mean, there's a lot of people who are really unhinged out there. I mean, really, a lot of crazy people out there. Yeah. But I mean, Kim Jong-un takes the fucking cake. He fed his uncle to fucking dogs. He's always this fucking close to launching nukes fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, like
falling asleep at a meeting.
Yeah, it's like, like some of us, we come up, I had a really bad day at work. Yeah, I'm gonna have a few shots of Jack. And Kim Jong-un is like, I had a really bad fucking day at work. I'm going to fucking completely obliterate South Korea from the face of the planet.
Oh man.
I thought I had some bad reactions to shit, but I mean, really, like, that's like, that's a new fucking level.
Yep.
My argument is like, would you say that he's manly or would you say he's just fucking psycho?
I don't want to answer that question because, like, I may have a fucking predator fucking drone blowing up my house if I fucking say anything otherwise.
Well, here, just to take the heat off you, bro, I'll fucking fight Kim Jong-un in our underwears and I'll see that fight.
Scott, you wouldn't make it to the fight.
I know.
Oh no.
You wouldn't make it. You would be fucking blown. Like the only thing would be like a fucking scrap of your scalp that would be fucking left at that point.
who do I gotta show up with for some protection? Who's that fucking music
Scott,
guy?
shut up.
Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman is who you show up with. He likes Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. That's my corner man.
That picture you pulled up without your beard, if you took your glasses off and shaved the sides of your head there, you'd kind of look like him.
Oh no! Oh no! Well, I just found a new Photoshop application to go on.
All right, Scott, that is what you're doing tonight, Scott. You are going to Photoshop. This is a direct order. Is that you are going to fucking Photoshop Jordan as Kim Jong-un now?
Oh shit!
What was that one? What was that one you did a few weeks ago?
Oh yeah, that was me as Athelstan.
I thought it was Jon Snow.
Yep, somebody else said the same thing.
So funny.
No, Jon Snow is Anthony. All right, we fucking my queen.
My queen.
Did you see that video Anthony put out today of him singing on the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit, that was.
He's got a good
amazing.
voice, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really good voice.
Anthony's a star in the making, man. I feel like that dude, like he's got a lot of talent, and like somebody's just gonna come along and be like, "Why aren't you already famous?" And make him famous.
Yep.
Also, I don't know if you've ever seen that video Callum put out a while back, where he's sat down and he's doing a gig and he's singing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that video wouldn't play for me for some reason.
Oh man, Callum's got a really good voice as well. Yeah. I can't remember what song he sung. Couldn't just remember him having a really good voice though, and I was surprised.
Yeah, man. Callum's he's one of my favorite dudes that I get to casually talk with. We don't talk a lot, but every time we do, it's super overwhelmingly positive.
Mm-hmm.
And he always gives me like go ahead.
He does a lot of input with our team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
man.
looks like somebody out of like Peaky Blinders in that.
That's the caption.
Oh shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Really? I mean, he does though. He looks like he's gonna fucking pull off his fucking tie and fisticuff you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's funny, like when we were talking to Pablo the other day, like even if you look at Pablo's Instagram page and like what he has that star in the making feel.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, fuck, dude, you could be a superhero in a movie.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, just the quality of his shit. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we talked to him, he was just saying he just kind of picked it up. It was just something that he took up as a hobby. It wasn't even anything that he was just like he went to school and did a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And see, he doesn't even look anything remotely like without like it's when you do like the before and afters. Like if you showed me that picture, like I mean, that's not even the same person.
Yeah, and he's got his fire back as well. He's training again and he's getting right back into it. You know, I talk quite often with him about training and stuff, and he's really getting back into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He mentioned that on Monday.
One thing I wanted to ask both of you gentlemen, because you're both essentially what I like to call fitness stars. You have tons of knowledge in there. You're gurus of fitness. When people are working out, would you say if somebody's having troubles increasing the intensity of their workout, to do higher reps or heavier weights?
This is where, you know, I do this a lot because if I do the same routine for about a month, my body will just adapt to it real fast. So I always mix it with both. I'll do maybe, you know, a week of really heavy weights, and then the next week I'll do really high reps, and my body will react to both. So you've got to mix it up, keep mixing it up. To death.
Fair enough.
Because you're gonna you know, you eventually you're gonna plateau. But it really depends on what results you're going for. That's right. That's mainly the issue that I have with people is it really depends on what your end goals are. If you're looking for I mean, intensity is one thing. Because I mean, you could because intensity could mean that you're doing, fucking,
Short
you know,
breaks.
you could be doing, you know, intensity could be, you know, high interval intensity training. It could be powerlifting training. You know, it could be, you know, what. There's so many different. It's such a vague term.
Yes.
But I mean, generally, like, yeah, I mean, what Mitch said. I mean, you mix it up. You mix it up if you want. If you feel like you're hitting the plateau. Like I'm a really easy gainer. Like I literally, if I go to the gym tomorrow, and I start pumping at my normal intensity, and my normal routine.
Yeah.
Within 2-3 weeks, I can put on 15-20 pounds of muscle. And
Fuck, I wish.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I mean, if I start, let's say I start off at 250, if I'm lifting, let's say I'm benching 250 starting, because like, I haven't been to the gym now, and oh fuck, man, I mean, it's got to be, I think March,
Yeah, fair
February,
enough.
March. But so if I'm, you know, if I'm starting off at 250 on bench, within 2 weeks, I'm probably already pushing 275 to 300. You know, so that's another part of the equation is where do you fall into the category of gaining? You know, so that's really a case by case basis, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, of course. It's interesting because when you were on and then when Mitch was on, you both touched on fitness, and I got quite a few fitness questions from people being like, the next time they're on, could you ask them this? Like, I'm trying to work out and lose some weight, and like, I don't fucking know what to do. And these guys sound pretty knowledgeable. And it's funny, like you were saying, the word intensity when it comes to like workouts, it is kind of a term. Like, what does intensity really mean? Mm-hmm. So what does that mean for you guys? If you're trying to have like a good intense workout, you're trying to get the most out of it, what does intensity mean for you? Is it pace? Is it amount of reps? Is it break time? Is it what you're eating after? Is it the whole thing put together? Because obviously nutrition is a big giant part of all the building blocks being put together. But when it comes to your actual training session, what do you classify as like the intensity?
Yeah, so if I want to up the intensity in my work, if it's weights, you know, because obviously boxing and that's intense anyway, but you know, if I want to up it in the weights gym, I found leaving shorter breaks between sets really ups it for me. So, you know, a lot of people will leave 1 minute to 2 minutes between sets sometimes, and I found that far too long. You know, I like to do a good, you know, 30-second, 20-second rest in between sets, and that really, really does you up the pump. You know, the intensity, the sweat, everything about it.
That's a much quicker turnaround.
Especially if I'm mixing it as well. If I'm going like you know, maybe I'll do an heavy set and then I'll do a lighter set, the same exercise, but with a massive rep range. So, you know, it's just constantly mixing everything to make your body not get used to what you're doing. As soon as your body's got used to what it's doing, you need to change it straight away, because it's just, like Phil says, it's just going to plateau, and you're not going to...
Just keep your body confused, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to keep shocking it. You've got to keep shocking it. And the same with eating. You know, eating is a massive, massive part of it. And my body type is, you know, I don't have to eat a ton of food to stay big. I've always found putting on weight really easy. Like, my family's built like that. So, you know, just a good set of 6 meals for me, which people think is a lot, but it's not a lot when you're trying to gain size. You know, when you're trying to gain size, you need to be up to 8 to 10 meals if you really want to put some size on.
Yeah, I remember years ago when I was trying to put on size, it was like 8 to 10 meals a day. You were turning around and eating every, you know, hour, 2 hours. You were trying to get bigger. Yeah,
I mean, the three main meals to concentrate on is your post, you know, your before and after, and then the one before you go to bed, because that's the one that's going to really count for recovery. But you know, if you get them 3 meals timing wise perfect, the others don't really count. You know, but you need to fuel it and you need to refuel, and they're the exact times you need to do it. And it's the same with supplements. If you don't take your supplements at the right time, there's no point in taking it. Do you know what I mean? Yep. So it's all about time and supplements.
Yeah, he speaks the truth. I mean, like that's timing is and really exactly. Like, I'm going to mirror exactly what you were saying. I mean, timing is key. Timing is key for me personally when it comes to working out. For intensity, you know, in a similar sense, it's if I'm not sweating within like the first 5-10 minutes of my session, I'm doing something wrong. I should be after that first fucking set. I should be fucking drenched, you know, because that means that my body is working. Now, granted, I mean, you know, on my last time I was on, I know Mitch is a huge proponent of supplements too. I mean, that is honestly such a huge part of the equation, I feel, because it's, you know, it's the difference, like I said in that last time I was on, about bringing, you know, a regular screwdriver or a power drill. You know, it's you know, there's such a night and day difference between the results that you're going to get from using supplements, not using supplements. But anyway, so with intensity though, yeah, it's I don't necessarily mess around with high reps. I'm always pushing myself weight wise. I'm always looking for the next PR. Always looking for the next PR. I'm always chasing that. I too, I don't really rest between sets, you know, and, you know, I actually like, you know, I mean, obviously I'm not running to the next fucking, you know, I don't have a home gym. So, but I'm not running to the next machine, but I try and minimize my downtime. Like if I go to the gym for an hour, like I'm normally doing twice the amount of work that most of the guys in that gym are doing. Because I'm making sure that like if I do bench, like, okay, maybe 30-second rest in between reps. In between sets, maybe 30 seconds. All right, and then it's on to, you know, it's on to the next set, so on and so forth. When I finish with bench, I'm rushing over to the dumbbell rack, you know, and so on and so forth. So that's how that's my intensity. And like I said, I mean, I'm sweating my ass off at that point, which I should be. You know, you know,
getting a lot done in a short period of time always works better for me.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, you know, on a different perspective of that, I mean, getting a lot done in a short amount of time. I mean, you also free up your day that way. You know, there are some guys who spend like 5-0 will fucking spend 3 hours in the gym. I don't have that time. I don't have that time. So, you know, I mean, granted, my gym that I go to normally isn't far from my house, but, you know, it's, you know, getting to the gym, getting geared up, you know, getting my fucking, my knee wraps on, my wrist wraps, you know, if I'm starting off with squats or deadlifts for the day, you know, I got to get the belt on, you know, it all depends on the day, but it's, I have things I have to do beforehand. Got to make sure that I've had my my pre-workout. You know, after that I have to have my post-workout. So it's like, and then I got to get home and eat. You know, so there's, even though I'm only at the gym for, let's say, an hour, it's more of like a 2.5-3 hour process.
That's exactly what I found it. It's the prep work. It's like if I don't. If it comes up to tea time and it's 2 or 3 hours before I train, if I feel I haven't had the right nutrition throughout that day, I always feel like there's no point in going to my workout, and I'll have to fight inside my head that you need to, you know, the 3 meals near your training are the most important. So ignore what you've done for the rest of the day. Just get them meals right and get your training done.
Would you say that you find that what you eat affects how your brain works when it comes to workouts? Like if you find somebody eating a bunch of ice cream sandwiches and cookies, they're probably not going to have the best mental fortitude for their workout coming up.
I don't know, because it's like, you know, last month I ran out of pre-workout. Usually I keep stocked up on it, and it's not something I need, but it's something I like to take just to get that extra, you know, extra. And so, you know, I'll grab couple of scoops of ice cream, a load of honey on it, throw a banana in there, and I'll get, you know, a good buzz, just like I would like a pre-workout. It's just up in your sugar, isn't it? But you know, It depends how you react to them. A lot of people can take a pre-workout and it won't knack all for them. So,
yeah.
It's fun. Like I say, everybody's different. Everybody reacts to everything else different. Like, you know, a lot of people message me saying, "Oh, you know, what program are you following?" And you know, I have people who train with me. So, like, my cousin will train with me. And, you know, my workout, what I do, might not work for him. So, you know, he's finding about what works for him and then tweaking the workout. So, you just gotta try everything until you find something that works. And then when it stops working, like I say, when you get used to it, you got to change it again. Even if you're doing, you know, even if you're doing the same workout, but you're doing it backwards. You know, if you're starting on bench and you're ending with your biceps, do your biceps first and then do your bench. Just flip it. You know, try anything to shock your body.
Yeah, even a small manipulation of the routine will help.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
That's interesting. Yeah, and like you're saying, like for intensity, it's almost like if you can increase the workout but shorten the duration of time that you're physically there, then that's pretty much what it is. Also, while mixing it up between the heavy weights and the low reps, and just kind of the overall nutrition game. I hope to God that helps.
There is workouts where, you know, I am down here 2 hours, and 2 hours will be my max. You know, I like to keep it an hour and a half, even or shorter sometimes. But no, you don't want to be training over 2 hours, I would say. It's just, you know, once you've lost the pump, there's no point carrying on. You can't get it back. Your body's gone through that process of, you know, being torn down. So you need to get it back. So.
Not to mention too that on the scientific side of things, the longer you're going on, if you're, because like you said, if you lose that pump, once you lose that pump, that's your body telling you that, okay, it's time to reel it in, time to bring it down. You know, because if you start going beyond that, so there's a natural response. There's 3 natural responses the body goes through. And you got, so you know, once you start, there's you know, you're starting off, and then you got alarm, and then you got fatigue. Once you hit the fatigue stage, that is when you are exponentially increasing your risk of injury.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a dangerous game to play. Some guy, you know, if you know, if you're a huge dude and you're not, if your lifts are not like massive, you know, you're kind of sticking around to 5, 10, 15% of your max.
Yeah.
You're not really going to run an injury because your muscle, your power output is so far below what your maximum potential is. You're not really going to run the risk, other than pattern overload, in which you start wearing out your joints. But other than that, though, if you're pushing those heavy weights and you start losing that pump, you start to feel a little, you know, like really tired. Your body's not going to function. It's your body is telling you, okay, it's time to call this good. You know, so you know, going back to the theme of timing, making sure that you get in your most important exercises before you hit that limit is so key. Because if you know, if let's say I'm running like a 10 exercise set for the day, all right, if I've only hit 8, I'm not, you know, that's not horrible, but you know, I haven't rounded myself off. I haven't hit all of the muscles I wanted to hit for the day. If I hit 5 and I'm starting to see fatigue, that's when you need to step back and be like, you know what, I may need to take a week off from the gym. Because there may be other underlying issues involved.
Yeah, sometimes you need a good 3 or 4 day break just to let your full body and joints recover. Yeah, and you come back raring to go as well. Like in your head, you're like, right, I need to get back now, and your mental state is back to the hungriness of getting there and doing it.
Exactly, because you got, you know, working out releases endorphins and shit like that. So there are instances where working out too much sometimes, when you're not working out, you can actually you see a lot of mental health issues with bodybuilders.
Because, you do.
Yeah, because you're releasing, sometimes you're releasing too many endorphins, and that's, you know, it sets you back. It sets back the mentality. And, you know, again, like that's where mistakes are made. So it's so important when you're working out, when you're in fitness, to listen to what your body is saying, and your body is including your mind too at that point. But to just pay attention to the signals, to the responses, because you know you can end up, you know, instead of taking 3-4 days off, you may end up having to take a few months off because you fucking push yourself too far.
Yeah.
And then you got to start from fucking square one.
Yeah, you rip a muscle, you blow out your back, you blow out a knee, or something else happens.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's different with different training. Like, you know, when you're like in boxing, to build your cardio, you've got to push yourself over that red line for so long. To build that cardio up. So it's knowing when to push yourself. But yeah, with weights, like Phil says, you know, as soon as you're fatigued, it's best to go and just recover, get your meal in, recover for the next session.
Yep. 40
You see a lot of
to
guys
72 hours.
starting out, but you know, they'll spend 2 or 3 hours in the gym, and they haven't really got a routine. They're just trying to hit every muscle in one workout.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. Obviously, they're just not educated on how to do it, really. So, but you can find everything on the internet. If you know, you can find absolutely every bit of information you need on the web. It's just about, you know, reading up on it. I've spent hours and hours and hours reading up on stuff on the internet. You know, when I was training for PT and stuff like that, and you know, you can self-educate yourself to a good standard by just doing that on the internet. So.
Totally.
Yeah, there's a lot of intelligent individuals regarding body structure, body weight, just fitness in general, all online.
Yeah. I tell you what I found really, really, really useful is, I don't know if you've ever seen him, called Athlete X.
No, I've never heard.
He's called Jeff. I can't remember his second name, but anyway, he's got a huge following, and he really goes into the science behind how to work certain muscles, and muscles that you're finding like I always found that my arms grew like mad. They always reacted well, but I hit a point where every time I trained my biceps, they just weren't reacting. For some reason, they stopped reacting to what I was doing. No matter what I changed, I could not get them to react to what I was doing. And I watched one of his videos of how to bring back this, I can't remember how he explains it, but it was some kind of way to activate the muscle before you went onto your bigger sets. And it was just doing a small couple of inch movement of curls on your biceps, you know, like 50 reps of a couple of inch movement. And
you just go like this.
Yeah, just a small, and I did 3 sets of this small movement curl before I went on to my main sets, and my arms was just absolutely pumped, and just that manner adjustment of making them react before I did my sets worked, and then all of a sudden started growing again. But yeah, he's called Jeff Cavalier, Athlete.
Okay,
brilliant. Yeah,
very nice. I hope that this was a bunch of information that helped everybody, because I mean, I got a ton of fitness questions sent to me, and I'm like, I don't know shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, if people have got any questions, you know, nutrition, workouts, you know, I don't mind people messaging me. You know, I'll always reply to anybody. So it's, you know, I've got no problem with people messaging me for fitness stuff.
You got the permission from Mitch there, folks. If you need some fitness advice, hit him up. Let us know what's going on. Yeah, no,
same here. Same here. If anybody.
And for Phil, yes, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always, you know, I right now my response time hasn't been great because of how busy I've been, but I mean, really, I'm always down to open myself up to answer those sorts of questions, because, you know, I don't want to see, as somebody who's running the personal trainer route, I don't want to see anybody hurting themselves. I'd rather them come to me than, you know, fucking end up, you know, killing themselves in the gym.
You can see there, look, Athlete X, he works with a lot of big stars as well. I mean, that's Jinder Mahal from the WWE. You know, he works with a lot of famous guys now. But his videos on YouTube are really, really full of brilliant information. And that, you know, if there's something I'm struggling with, or if, you know, I'm unsure about, I can head onto YouTube and look at, you know, look some of his stuff up, and you've got the answer straight away. And he's, you know, he really does know what he's on about.
Yeah, God bless us fitness experts that are in the world. You know, it's one thing that I find it a little weird that in 2020, like you're saying, like all the information's out there on the internet. You can go find it. It's there. There's many experts and websites and articles dedicated to fitness and the information that's out there. But there's a lot of people that still think, you know, like girls, I find I'll get messages from girls quite often being like, I'd really like to start weightlifting, but I don't want to get too bulky. And it's like, I'm surprised that in 2020, that's still a worry. Like the information's out there. That's like an old myth that I'm surprised is still around.
Keep in mind that fitness training as we know it now is only 30, 40 years old. I mean, before this, you know, before this, like when Gold's Gym, for example, Gold's Gym was one of the first fitness centers when Gold's Gym opened in California. You know, 1950s fitness training was very different than 1970s fitness training, and 2000s fitness training is completely fucking different than 1970s. I mean, look. The example I love to bring up is you know, even when it comes down to like things like supplements, like creatine was not even really utilized until the mid 2000s. Like 2005 is when people started really using creatine to help boost their performance, to boost their gains. But I mean, creatine is something that's naturally occurring in red meat, steak and beef. But to think to isolate it and use it as a way to, you know, boost your muscle gains. I mean, that's relatively new. A lot of supplements. I mean, they're still coming out with new shit. You know, look at Deer Velvet. You know, Deer Velvet's something that's only been around for fucking 10 years. You know, and it's, you know, that shit. Like, I mean, talk about recovery. That shit, you recover like that. You're fine within the hour. You know, so
a joint of weed always recovers you.
Well, you know, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I noticed recently, within the past 2 years, CBD. Now, CBD. I mean, you know, we all know that CBD is good for you. CBD oil is great for joints and shit like that. Cannabinoids are fantastic healers, but
absolutely.
There are a lot of, like, I do stuff for Phoenix Fitness as well. This last year they released their CBD line. There's so many companies out there now. There's so many companies out there who and athletes who are starting to swear by CBD because of the properties it contains, mostly when it comes to healing. But that's absolutely right. You know, a fucking joint will absolutely get you feeling great, but CBD in general has really become so prevalent in the market, but just in the last 2 years.
Yeah, Jordan knows all about the CBD. He loves CBD.
Yeah, it's good shit.
It's, you know, I have looked at it and took some before, and, you know, I did see a difference in it was my joints. It helped more than anything. No, but, you know, it did help the joints. You know, I used to suffer with tennis elbow really bad. And, you know, if I went through a month of heavy lifting, Jesus, my elbow joints would absolutely kill. And then when I started testing CBD oil, it really did help it. But, you know, if you want a faster recovery, especially for muscle pain, I mean, why do you think the Diaz brothers smoke as much in between fights? You know? It does help recovery, end off. You know.
Man, I love those dudes. They're such scrappers. They smoke so much pot. They're pretty much what I always wanted to be as a UFC fighter.
Scott, you're always in a state of recovery.
I'm always in a state of recovery, baby. I'm always in a state of recovery. Yeah, it's funny. I've been doing pot. Well, doing pot. I've been smoking weed for fucking like 12 years straight now. And when I was in high school, I was that dorky kid they would put black X's on the back of your hand for fucking standing at a straight edge. I don't drink or do drugs. I'm fucking cool. And then I left school and I'm like, this is fucking lame. And, man, I gotta say, weed was a huge game changer for me. Like, we've been talking about fitness here for the last little bit. I don't know what it was, but I was 315 pounds the day I walked into grade 12. I was not a handsome looking fellow. I was pretty much a giant round ball with eyes. And it was amazing. Yeah, oh dude, it was bad. I remember, like, I left my current high school that I was at. It was called Timberline, to go to a different school called Cary High, which was on the other side of town, because I asked a girl out on a date. And she was like, hey, like, I think you're a really cool guy, Scott, but you're like 315 pounds. I'm 95 pounds soaking wet. Like, if we're ever going to fuck, you're going to crush me to death. And I was like, all right.
Damn.
On to the next school. So I go to the next school. And I spend the year trying to get in good shape. And I'm doing okay throughout the school year. But I meet a guy at the gym named Joey Panziera, and Joey looks at me one day and he goes, Scott, you're going to buy some weed from me, and you're never going to give it up, and you're going to get skinny. And fucking within 6 months, man, boom! I was 145 pounds. I was skinny. I had abs. I was smoking pot like a chimney. Life had never been so good.
Oh.
So for anybody, it might just be you need to smoke some weed. It might be the key.
or just start doing lines of coke off hookers' asses, and that'll get you skinny no time.
God damn it! I wonder if that's a thing that people still do nowadays. My tongue is too fat for my face. Fuck. But you know, like, we're in the world of COVID now, where COVID's around all the time. Do you think there's a lot of people doing shots off chicks' tits and doing cocaine bumps and shit? Or is that more of a thing of the past? Only we got to experience that.
No, I mean, look at this. That's why you got Florida and Arizona and all that who are like doing horrible with the fucking outbreak. They all went right back to the fucking strip clubs trying to sort fucking coke off hookers' asses.
I think, like over here, they've started to shut down different areas. So, like Leicester, a city here, there was a bit of an outbreak again. So they've just shut Leicester down. You can't go in or out of Leicester at the minute. Have they started doing that over there? Just sections of cities, or just cities by the city?
Interesting. Because I know somebody the other day was telling me that China's starting to have outbreaks, and then New Zealand's starting to have them again, and they were almost completely clear there for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't believe any of the news they release. They are so full of shit over there. You don't know what they're doing.
No, and it's funny you mention that. I have personal friends that were in the hospital up here when we were having all of our problems, a bunch of them over in Toronto and Montreal where we had our big outbreaks. And they're like, man, I'm doing nothing at work besides fucking the nurse because I'm bored. There's nobody here. I was like, fuck, COVID's not so bad then, is it? Everybody's making bank and you're fucking nurses.
Yeah, no, over here in New York, it got pretty bad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like that's, I mean, granted, I am of the mind where, like, fuck the news because it is blown out of proportion. But New York, we did get hit pretty bad. There were a lot of people sick, a lot of people dying from it. A lot of it though was mishandling. But I'll tell you what though, New York is one of those places where we want to get back to what the fuck we're doing. So once they said, hey, listen, everybody, we want you to stay indoors and wear masks when you go out. Everybody did it. And guess what? We're doing fine. And we're opening back up and we're still seeing numbers decline. So, but the thing is that here, in New York, there's so many fucking people. And everybody's always doing something. Everybody's always doing something. So the point I'm making recently is we're in a situation where, because New York is unique in that sense, and everybody, I feel at least, everybody in New York has come in contact with it already in some way. Everybody has come in contact with it. All right. If it wasn't you, if you didn't come in contact with it personally, somebody in your family did, and they brought it home, and you came in contact with it. I don't think that places like New York are going to get these second waves because of the fact that we've already been exposed to it. So, like I said, even though we're already we went from phase 1 to phase 2 in less than 2 weeks. All right, you got places that have been taken, a month to go from one phase to another.
Like us.
Again,
like
again, our numbers are still coming down.
Yep.
So that, to me, that's saying something. That means that we do what we need to do initially. Everyone listened. Nobody was being a dick about it. And guess what? We're getting to the point where we're going to be fine.
We're just starting to open back tomorrow, 4th of July. There's a lot of stuff over here opening back up. Restaurants and pubs, but you have to book them in advance to be able to go into them. So they're not like fully open to the public, but if you book, you can go have a 2-hour slot in there. But we are seeing numbers drop over here, like, and I don't know what's going to happen when they, like, tomorrow when it opens back up, whether it's going to cause another spike or not. But you have to see. You can't stay locked up forever, can you? You've got to build up that immunity to it.
Right. And that's been the issue with this whole fucking thing is you can't, now I'm not saying like go fucking rub yourself in somebody who had COVID's fucking bed sheets.
Totally.
But, there is a certain, okay, so, not to get too scientific here again, but when you are inside, when you are not exposed, not just to COVID obviously, but when you stay inside, your immunity starts to drop. Because you're no longer coming in contact with everyday bacteria, everyday germs like you normally would. So your body, same thing as in working out. If you keep working out, you're going to keep making progress. If you stop working out, that progress declines. So
same with your immune system in this sense.
It's the same exact thing. The more that you go out, the more you do things, the more active you are. You're gonna end up with certain immunities towards certain things. So yeah, sure, maybe if you stay home, you won't be getting COVID or anything. But you may now be more susceptible to the common cold or to the flu. Because you're no longer getting all of the germs and the bacteria. That's how your immunities are built. So, there's a certain degree of precaution and safety that needs to be taken. Yes. But I think we're getting to a point where we need to kind of start reeling back a little bit and allowing things to just be, because the longer we're inside, it's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody at this point.
I want to tour up and fuck off, because I want to get over to New York and visit Bill. Exactly.
Exactly. I will say though, with our lockdown, with the phases lifting and all that, we can't, so bars haven't opened back up yet, but some bars, what they're doing is restaurants are open to outside seating.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So Mitch, if you come here, we can still go do shit.
I'm actually, a friend of mine has booked us in at a restaurant on Sunday, and we're allowed a 2-hour slot. So I'm going to absolutely obliterate that place. I'm looking forward to it.
No, that will be a lot of fun. It's nice to kind of see, like you're saying, things are opening back up and whatnot. But I guess another question I have for you guys, I guess we might be going down a little bit of a conspiracy route here. But do you think it was it was a little interesting how the whole world shut down so quickly? It almost doesn't seem real. Like this last year was pretty much all inside. I don't know, what are we? We're almost at 6 months.
We're past 6 months because it's July now. So
yeah. Do you guys
start to develop in China, and I can remember telling my old man about it, and he was like, it's nothing. They had SARS and they contained that. It's not going to come over here. And I was like, no, this looks pretty bad. This looks like it could actually come over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then what was it? 2 or 3 months in.
Yep.
It was on your doorstep, and you're like, "Fuck, man."
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. It showed how quickly things can change.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's all these conspiracies behind it all. Like, is there really a disease out there, or or the government to shut down and smash the economies in, and yeah. But there's people have been dying, so there has been something out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost lost two coworkers to COVID, and some family friends as well. So I exactly, like, there is something going on. There is definitely like COVID is real. COVID is absolutely fucking real.
Totally.
To whatever extent. I mean, because that was the same thing. Like I remember back in January when they first started reporting, like, oh, there's this new pandemic coming. This has the possibility to be, really bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, all right, sure, why not? And I'm going about my business and everything, and then all of a sudden March comes around and like, oh, yep, we got a few cases in Washington.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay, all right. And then fucking 2 weeks later, we're shutting down New York now.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay, so this shit is real. But conspiracy theories, like, I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist. I used to be a little bit more, like, but I'm older now. I kind of see things for what they are. I'm so tired of hearing about the fucking 5G tower thing. If I hear one more person,
that's over here as well.
Oh my god! I swear to fuck, if I hear one more person saying, "Oh, there's no COVID, it's just they want to put up the 5G tower," I'm gonna fucking stop.
There was some workers over here, and there was putting up one in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys went over and attacked him and chopped down this 5G tower.
I remember seeing those news.
It snowballed, and people had seen these guys chop this 5G tower, and that was it. There was 5G towers dropping all over the country from it.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Where did that 5G thing come from anyways, that it was gonna like fuck you up hardcore? Like 4G is no problem, that's fine, but 5G,
it's 5G. Oh, go ahead, Jordan.
It's just like it's a new weird technology that not a lot of people know about. So it's just anything that's like new, like especially with like technology, like people like there's always a group of people that are like, oh, I don't know about that. That seems like it's gonna like cause problems. So it's the same thing with 5G.
Are those the same people that make bunkers in their backyard underneath their shed, and they keep cans of tuna in there for 17 years?
No, honestly, I have a theory about where this whole thing started, and that was when 5G first started popping up 2 years ago, when they first introduced that they were going to start doing 5G, moving away from 4G. Mm-hmm. You had when they would put them up, you had guys in basically hazmat suits at the top of these towers, and it worried a lot of people, and that's where I think this all stemmed from. But the thing is, they have to understand is that if you're working with any how do I say this? Logic, you have to use exactly. You have to use logic in this sense. All right. If you're working right next, 4G, 3G, all of it. There's radiation. There's fucking
it fries your brain, man.
It fries the fucking brain.
No, but this is the whole thing is that there's radiation coming from these towers. That's what a cell phone is. It's fucking cellular waves.
It's microwaves.
Yeah, it's fucking. But they're microwaves.
Yep.
You have every single human being on the face of this planet who lives in a fucking apartment or a house has a box there that heats up their food really quickly that fucking has radiation. Okay?
Microwaves.
Do you put your head in the fucking microwave? No.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't put it past some people.
I wouldn't either. But the point is you're not going to put your head in the fucking microwave.
Yeah.
So if you are dealing with a tower that is emitting radiation, obviously at a large scale too.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're gonna be wearing a fucking hazmat suit. They did that with the fucking. They did that with all of the other towers as well. This was not exclusive to 5G. So this one picture popped up, and everyone took from there, and they're like, oh my god, they were in hazmat suits putting this. Yeah, okay, yeah, they did it for everything else too. Are you gonna walk into fucking Chernobyl in your Sunday best? All right, so I mean that's what it comes down to. Is like that image went viral, and there you go. Okay. The only reason that he is wearing a hazmat suit is because he is literally 3 feet away from the fucking tower.
Yeah.
From the fucking signals. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Even if you're on the ground, you're not gonna be fucking getting any of that.
Right? I don't know, man. Those things are fucking frying us.
Apparently.
Oh, you just laid it out in such a beautiful way that anybody that ever questioned cell phone towers probably feels like such a fucking idiot right now.
Yeah.
It's just so
funny. I challenge anybody, if you want to fucking debate the dangers of 5G, come talk to me in person so I can properly punch you in the fucking face.
Oh, I want to know the dude who's buying a plane ticket right now being like, I need to get punched by Phil.
Plus, there's like a lot of, people don't realize that some big fucking time companies who are going to lose money with 5G being, created, they also start a lot of rumors as well, just to fucking cause this.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of shit.
Yep.
If nothing else, that's the conspiracy theory. Is that you've
right
got
there
companies who want to undermine this.
Came full circle.
I mean, not for nothing. Do you guys have 5G there? Because like I was next to. Okay, just number one. Yeah. So I was a few weeks ago. I was in the car and I was next to. All of a sudden I looked at my phone, and I've got a 5G signal.
Yep.
Now, I was like, okay, cool, wow. Number one, my brain has not exploded. So number one, my brain has not exploded. I do not feel dizzy. I'm not short of breath. I'm perfectly fine. Oh my god!
Very weird.
Look at that.
It's very weird that with COVID happening and everybody stopping work and what they're doing, that there's still teams out there putting 5G masts up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, that is, to me, that is a little curious.
Yeah.
Sneaking them up because probably, there's a lot of people upset about that. And they're sneaking. Yeah, well, they are. That's what they're doing. Because they know there's a big uproar about them.
True.
And while everybody's indoors, they're like, fuck it, let's go put a load of fucking 5G masts up. Nobody's there. But we caught them and we chopped them down.
You're helping the world, Mitch.
They're still chopping them down here now.
Wow. Yeah, there's a
small town up the road from me.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been like a conspiracy around it for a while because there's been a lot of people come out of this town who have died from cancer. And when they've looked, they've got 2 big mobile phone masts at each side of the town. And there's a rumour going, they've created the rumour that the masts have got people get cancer. So nobody wants to move there, or everybody's moving up.
What's the name of the town?
Scala. You probably won't find it there like that, but it's like a local. It's a local rumor.
Okay.
A
rumor that I started.
Oh, really?
Mitch was tired of the fucking neighbors, so he fucking started the rumor.
But they really think that So they literally think that they're stuck in between these two towers, and it's just cooking them to death.
Yeah. They're all getting fried.
Jesus Christ.
See, I know the real reason. All right, you said stuck between two towers, right?
Okay.
It's fucking Sauron. The fucking eye is watching. They need to watch Lord of the Rings. All right.
That's so true.
Fucking Sauron.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Jordan, how much did you just enjoy that Lord of the Ring reference?
Very much so.
Yeah, no, I saw it got a stiffy as soon as it was mentioned.
So, I mean, I would say Scott this too, but Scott's already had one since before we were even on.
I'm probably on like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bullshit. Because that's indicating that you ever lost it.
Yeah, no.
Scott makes the Cialis commercials fucking seem like nothing. Like Scott's like amateurs. If you have a boner for more than 4 hours, you go see a doctor. Oh, fucking.
It's funny, man. I fuck whatever. The world can find out who I am. Years ago, I used to work for a supplement store that was quite shady, that will remain nameless, that we would sell Viagra and Cialis out of the back. So the local hockey team came to us.
Oh.
And they're just like, hey man, I'm 19 and I want to see what like this Cialis and this Viagra stuff is all about.
Oh no. As he laughs evilly.
He's fucking laughing like, oh god. Where is this going?
These fucking kids are so stupid. It has like 100 tablets in it. Next thing you know, these kids are sleeping with their girlfriends, they're sleeping with other people's wives and whatever. And after about 6 months, 4 months, these guys are coming to me and they're like, man, I took 10 of these things and I still can't get a boner. And it's like, yeah, because you broke your dick, dipshit. You take one and you wait a while and you do it again way later on. Like, if you're a fucking lightweight, you don't start drinking to build up your tolerance. If you want to stay a lightweight, you take long breaks. All these kids that are like fucking 22 on the top of their game and their dick no longer works. It was fucking hilarious to watch.
And so yes, kids, this is why you should. This is why there are prescriptions.
Absolutely, you don't buy it out of the back of a shady store that Scott works at. Because I'm going to tell you that there's health problems that'll come with this if you use it too much. And when you come to me and you're like, dude, I took 6 of them and I had a boner for 3 days. I'm just going to sit there and be like, wow, you poor son of a bitch.
Enjoy the last 3 days of a fucking natural boner, because it's never going up the same again.
Yeah, I've got to shoot in 5 minutes.
Oh.
I've got to go in 5.
Okay.
Well, that's all right, Mr. Man. I appreciate the fact that you've been here as long as you have, kicking the shit with us and laughing about. Is there anything you want to talk about, Mitch, before you go? Anything you want to plug or anything you want to laugh about?
Is there anything you want to ask me? Has Jordan got any questions for us?
I do have questions.
Oh, Jordan, you got any questions for our friend Mitch?
I always have questions.
You always have questions.
Yeah.
I want to know if you lived in the Viking Age, what kind of a king would you be? Yep. What kind of a king would you be? Would you be the kind of king that you're like, I gotta scare the shit out of my subjects so they do as I tell them, like Ivar? Or would you be like real heroically Bjorn?
Yeah.
You have your own style.
I would probably be like Bjorn, just wanting to get out there and raid the shit out of everything.
Yep.
Fuck me, that's funny. I think I would have been one of those Viking dudes that had like 10 wives.
Yeah, probably.
I wind my girlfriend up about that all the time and she goes mad. I always say to her that she can be the boss of them if she wants, but yeah,
she keeps all the other ones in line.
Oh, that's funny.
Jordan, you got a question you want to ask Mr. Mitch?
Yeah.
He's searching.
Anytime today, Jordan.
He's only got 5 minutes, Jordan. Come on.
I thought he froze.
Ooh, yeah. If you could have a conversation with any famous historical figure, who would it be and why?
Famous historical person. Historical and famous.
Historical and fearless.
Probably. Where the fuck do you get these questions from, Jordan?
I mean, that one I came up with. Like all these ones, generally, like to some extent, like I just come up with them, like in my preparation for these episodes.
You see Jordan now in the middle of the night, like.
I like to call them Jordan's awkward dating questions.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really talk. I don't want to talk to anybody historical. I don't think.
Okay.
I can't think of it at the minute.
Okay. Cool.
It's a very, very random question.
Sure.
That's kind of yeah.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
Sure. Give me another one. It's like playing trivia with him, isn't it?
But yeah, we're at 4 hours and 15 minutes in total, like since I started recording. So I got new record.
All right.
My phone has absolutely exploded as well. I got so many messages.
Fair. Yeah, that was lots of fun.
Hilarious. But I guess we should let you go.
I've got a question for you all.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I've seen some of the lads obviously doing different things. Like Alex Black Belt Jiu-Jitsu has come out and all of a sudden he can play the guitar. Nobody knew, and he's pretty good at it. So has anybody got any hidden talents that nobody else knows about?
Ooh.
I have a very odd talent that I've never told anybody in our group that is really fucking random and makes no sense. I can actually make my eyeballs shake. I know, it's fucking weird, but like I can actually, if I get close enough and I look at somebody hard enough, my eyeballs physically like vibrate.
What?
It's
That could be a multiple.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know how I figured out how I could do that, but yeah, I fucking stared at somebody one time and my eyes started vibrating, and they're like, "Dude, your eyes are vibrating." And I'm like, "Are you?" Oh, so that wasn't just me. And I went and saw a doctor, and he's like, "Yeah, some people can do that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." It's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
So my hidden talent, I mean, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's a hidden talent, because a lot of people do know, not a lot, but a decent amount. But I'm actually, even as big as I am and whatnot, I'm actually a really good dancer.
That's cool.
So that's, I'm sure if we all get together and go to the club, you guys will, and you pump enough fucking Jack and Cokes in me, you will see a different side of me.
Yep.
I know to New York just was a Jack and Cokes.
You will be surprised at how a guy this big can move his hips in that way.
That's amazing. That would be hilarious to witness. Ooh. I don't know. Well, like, it's I would say it's like hidden, but it's not like super widely known. Like I make logos for like people. I've been doing that for the last little while. I've done it like even for like a couple of the newer brand Vikings, like help them like design logos, because I have an app on my phone that I've used for the last 2 or 3 years, so I've gotten pretty comfortable with like all the things that it can do. So yeah, logo design would be one of mine that's like best known.
So you're saying you could have saved me $200?
It's very possible.
Yeah.
Asshole.
If you could have. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, Jordan.
See that, Jordan? Now you're gonna get punched in the stomach from me.
Oh no.
Oh, the stomach puncher becomes the stomach punchy.
Oh, great.
Oh, it's fucking funny.
Fun.
Well, I guess we should thank you a great deal, Mr. Mitch, for coming on and joining us today, my friend. I know you got to get going because you got some stuff going on, so I just want to say thank you for coming on.
No problem. Thanks for coming on again.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to speak to you all. Nice to speak to you, Phil family.
Absolutely, Mitch. My beast brother over here.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll all jump on a call again at some point.
For sure.
Oh yeah, even just to shoot the shit.
Yeah, 100%. Yep, absolutely. Cool.
Right, lads.
Look forward to this again next time, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Take it easy, brother.
See you in a bit, guys. How the fuck do you leave this shit?
just cover the camera.
Oh shit.
I'm pressing the red button in the corner and it says record. Obviously, that's the wrong one.
Oh shit.
No,
So I think it should say Lee. Press on it, and in the top right. There we go. You did it.
Oh. For the record, we're at 4 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I guess I mean I don't have a whole lot to do right now, but I probably should start wrapping up things so I can.
Yes, of course.
You know.
Yeah, that's fair.
How many hours are we at?
4 hours and 20 minutes.
How the fuck are you 4 hours and 20 minutes?
So I started recording slightly before you joined, because like when you said I'm gonna be on in a few minutes, that's when I started recording. So, and it's been going ever since. Yeah,
shit.
yeah. We're in the time warp where time doesn't exist.
Yeah, seriously. Oh wow, yeah, it's almost 7 o'clock. Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought we were literally just at like 1 or 2 o'clock. I thought we'd only been doing this a little bit. God damn, I still have a child I have to pay attention to today.
Daddy, I'm starving. Shut up. Daddy's working.
Dude, it was funny. We did that message with that podcast with Mensky the other day, and my kid kept coming in. You just see me talking to Jordan. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a really good point. You just see my arm come up like this and point to the door.
Yeah, well, you'll see it. You'll see it when the episode goes live.
I cannot wait for that.
Yeah,
Get
I think.
the fuck out.
Yeah, I think that's like. I think that's over the weekend that comes out. Hold up.
I think it might be released now. Or was
No,
that the first one?
no, that was the first one with Mensky. So like
that's one where Legend beat me with foam swords for at least 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that one goes live on July 8th. So that's like early next week.
Yeah.
Dude, all these days are really starting to just blend into one day for me. It's just like one giant day and a nap and then more interviewing and a nap.
Literally. Well, that's Monday. Like we got Callum at like 3 o'clock my time, and then Vinny like right after at like I think it's like I don't even think it's 45 minutes after we're interviewing. No, it's like hold on, I have it on my calendar here.
Yeah, man, it's weird, man. Like I remember when we started in the brand group, like I remember telling Phil and Alex and everybody, I was like, I'm going to try starting a podcast. And it was like a few words with Dad. And I couldn't get the right feel to it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that now that we found out how to get a podcast done and how to do this, we have like fucking almost 20 episodes in not even 30 days.
Literally.
And
like
we almost have 72 hours of goddamn podcasting time.
Yeah. Like, all right. So Phil, check this out. So we had you guys today, and then start of the week we had season finale on Sunday, and then Pablo on Monday, and then Mensky on Tuesday, Dean on Wednesday, Thor on Thursday, you guys tonight, Dakota.
Tomorrow's the day off.
Yeah, tomorrow's the day off, and then Dakota and possibly Nick on Sunday, and then Callum on Monday at like 3:30 my time, and then Vinny at 5 p.m. my time, and then the Tommy P. He's on Wednesday.
I can't wait, man. He apparently has a thick accent. I can't wait to see what his English sounds like.
Yeah,
I love
No,
Tommy.
he has, and this is funny because he actually, not to spoil it for you guys, but his English, he has a Southern accent.
No.
It is. It's awesome, but it was with the first time he had dropped a video in one of our group chats. I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought you were like, because I was just like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
But it's where he learned English from. So he, that was his first exposure to English when he was learning. And it was with a Southern accent, so that's how his English is.
Oh, cool.
What a cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's Wednesday, and then currently we have nothing on Thursday. Currently, and then we have
allegedly.
Yeah. Then we have Jonathan.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Jonathan Adcox on Friday.
Nice.
Yep. Arizona.
Yeah,
General.
we're gonna try and get Samantha on here as well because
Yeah.
she's a huge part of the machine, man. Like the one thing
for
I
sure.
noticed from day one is just like how much work that lady puts in and how sweet she is. And at the same time, like even though she's sweet, she won't take your bullshit.
Oh, exactly.
Greatly
100%.
appreciate that about her.
Yeah. And then Sunday we got one with Grizzly Adam E.
Nice, Adam, my buddy.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, man.
And then Pilot Viking the following Wednesday is the only one that we've scheduled for the week of like the 12th to 17th. But we've got more that I'm working on. So
I'm excited to see Espen. Like I honestly like Espen. Like I was saying before, like I didn't get a chance to answer before, but like in terms of like my favorite masters, Espen's definitely up there. Like Thor and Espen are the two that I've actually been following Espen long before Beer Struggle shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, same.
Because I used to do I mean I still do stuff with the Sin from Odin, in terms of like not any real content, but he was one of the first ones I saw, and he was a real inspiration for me when I was first starting my Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And so he's a huge, and just who he is as a human being.
Yeah.
I love the shit out of the guy. And then obviously Thor. Dan Ziegler is another amazing human being.
Working on him. Yep.
Yeah, he's busy as shit too.
Yeah,
so,
for sure, totally.
Obviously, and Jens too. Jens is in terms of fitness. Jens is goals.
Yeah.
Jens is goals.
Mm-hmm.
But
totally.
But yeah, so any so that being said, are there any questions you guys want to ask me? Before we wrap this up.
Yes, I know you got to get going here. So, Jordan, if you got anything serious you want to fire off at the beginning here, you go for it. I got a couple questions I'll hit Phil with when the time comes.
Yeah, no, I think you can go right ahead. Like we've done lots of talking so far. So, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm surprised your computer has not exploded.
Well, just wait.
Just wait. It might.
I'll keep you updated.
No, I don't really have the most questions. I do have a couple in the sense of like, with your, I can't remember we're not calling them clans anymore. I forget what we're calling them. Thank you. Is there something that you're hoping to see out of your group? Like, are you hoping to see like a major player come out of your group? Is that kind of like the hope? You're helping groom these guys. You're hoping to get one of them that comes out and he's like, I'm here. I made a name.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. I see a lot of promise in these guys, and there's a few that to me have already stood out.
Cool.
Again, I'm not gonna name names on this because with only for the fact that we're these are guys that I'm seeing as material for generals, and we're not there yet in terms of promotion, so I don't want to start playing favorites here.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense.
But I do absolutely want to see what these guys are made of, because Nidhager at where we all started, it was such a perfect place and time thing. Everybody had something unique and different about them, and not that these guys don't. It's just I don't know. Because we were dealing with a smaller group. I've got almost 200 guys in my group.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that next. How many guys you got?
Yeah, hold on one second. I will let you know an exact number. Let's see. So 19. What's 19 plus 151?
It's like 170.
Yeah, about 172.
Yeah, something like that.
So 100. I have 172 guys in my group right now. Right now, we're obviously it's slowed down tremendously in terms of the influx, but yeah, I got 172 guys in my group.
Yeah.
Some of them I have not heard from.
Huh.
Some of them I've already begun to know them by first name.
Wow.
So I'm really hoping that some of these guys really pull forward and show what they're made of, because I firmly believe every single one of them has potential.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I think that they're, especially. I'm not going to say that. I was going to start naming states that I saw some promise from, but I'm not even going to do that.
Fair.
But these guys all have something. Some of them have longer to go than others, but
Totally.
I believe the East Coast does have some heavy hitters that are going to come up, and I'm doing my best to groom them to be so, and I know so some of these guys do have more followers than me. So to that sense, it's like, oh well, why is this guy a warlord, or why should I take advice from him? But the point I made, because somebody the other day had made a comment, and I basically responded back with, well, I've been in 2 videos so far that have been on the Beer Circles page. So it's like, you may have more followers than me, but I obviously have a better grasp of what's going on and a better way to get through than you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Otherwise you would have been, because this could have, like Mitch said earlier, this could have been anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These videos, the publicity, this could have been anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been anybody.
There was a reason that it was us.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, kind of like what you guys touched on earlier, it was a lot harder for us in the beginning, right? There was a smaller group of us.
Mm-hmm.
We had different time zones, and more of us were spread out. Some guys weren't getting any messages until the day after we had already gone to bed, and we still managed to get it done. It was just a follow-through thing, like we touched on.
That's exactly what it was. Is if you have the follow-through, if you have the motivation and the drive, you will succeed. If you don't, you're going to fall on the wayside, and that's just that's just natural selection. That's just how life goes. And as a fitness coach, I try, and I do believe that everybody has potential, but it sounds a little harsh coming from somebody who's always trying to uplift and inspire. But that's the long and short of it. If you are not willing to put in that work, if you're not willing to try and pull ahead and make a name for yourself, you're not going to. You're not going to. You're going to fall flat each and every time. You've got to have that same fire, that same ambition from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So to answer your question, there are. I'm looking for these guys to really pull through. I want the East Coast to win. I want the East Coast to show the rest of the guys how it's done, and why we are the best. But I can only do so much. Like I said, I'm not going to hold hands.
Totally.
Not going to hold hands.
Yep.
So I will give as much as they're willing to give.
Mm-hmm.
And if they, I'm gonna do what I need to do regardless. But if they're not wanting to put in the effort, then I'm not going to waste my time.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And probably the last question that I got for you, because I know you got to get going. I know you're a busy man. You got all this stuff going on. I asked Dakota this question, or Jordan may have been the one that asked Dakota this question, which led to the hilarious dick dropper. But if you could create a beard struggle product, what would you make, and what would you either call it, or what would kind of like the base of it be? Would it be like a mustache wax, your own Phil scent? Would it be a brush that maybe Phil designed? Like, what are you thinking?
Holy shit, that's a hard question. I know because you guys asked me something similar the first time I was on, and if I recall, I said a body wash.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yep.
So I can't do a repeat performance here.
Something else besides the body wash.
I'm not a fan of like mustache. I don't really give a shit about mustache wax. I don't give a shit about beard butter. Like, you
mentioned it's a shitty beard balm.
That's all it is. That's all it is. It's beard balm with less of a hold.
That's weird.
Fuck.
Is there anything that you'd like to see, like maybe specifically go after a certain genre or a niche, so to speak? Like, something that your circle haven't dipped their fingers in?
Yeah, I think that, because I mean, obviously, I've got that Norse ancestry, so the biking thing appeals to me. But I would love, okay, there we go. I got it. So I'm not necessarily a product, but I would like to see them going after some more cultures. Okay. I would love to see like going after like a Spartan vibe, so like a Mediterranean line, where you're dealing with where you're dealing with more of like sea spray type shit, like more like Mediterranean sense.
I see what you're saying.
Right, because the ones we have now, like those actually are very authentic to the whole Viking feel, because all of those scents are naturally occurring scents that you could find throughout Scandinavia.
Cool.
So I would love to see like a Greek Spartan line.
Man.
Maybe even like a Baltic line. An African line. Okay. More exotic, a Caribbean line. Like I would love to see them.
Yep.
Kind of make it more of a global.
Right, because it's a global company. So I would love to see them. I mean, we're all brand Vikings now, so it's not like that shouldn't change, obviously, and that's the core of what Beer Struggle is.
Yeah,
I think it would be cool to start doing global scents, maybe even do them limited edition.
True. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean that would be cool, like especially like you're saying, like the Caribbean scent, like how we have our little green bottles here for nighttime and stuff. Like it might be cool to do like you could do like the dark purple for their night, and you could do like an orange for their day.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I totally see what you're saying.
That would be so fucking cool. But I'm more interested in I'd be more interested in the scents. And what they come up with, because like every single country, every single region has different herbs, spices, and scents that go along with that culture.
Yep.
I love culture. I think I love all culture. I think I'm huge on history, so I would fucking love to see something like that.
Yep.
In the future, again, even if it was just like a limited edition thing or a seasonal thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, true.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
So yeah, that's where I'm at on that. Maybe not a new product, but some new scent lines.
Yep. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good answer.
That's very good with me, my friend. Fuck yeah. I think that's a good start to end it at, and we'll nail this motherfucker down.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say before you head on out, my friend? I know you have a very busy life and anything. Is there anything you want to get across to anybody that's listening?
Just as always, these are some weird, hard times we're living in. And I hope everybody is staying safe and doing well. Just really the only thing I can say is just be kind and be mindful. to one another, because you never know what someone else is going through. You never know what someone else is dealing with, and just always be mindful, always be thinking ahead, and just be aware. Keep your eyes open and be aware.
Mm-hmm.
Because life can change in an instant, and tomorrow is not promised. So just appreciate what you have today.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah. But thank you guys for having me on, though. I was so excited when you guys brought up about coming back on. I had so much fun the first time, and I had more fun this time.
Yeah.
So So I hope to be on here again with you guys soon enough.
Absolutely,
brother.
Yeah.
Fucking, I love you more than life itself.
Same here, brother.
So thank you so much. Take care of yourself, my man. I love the shit out of you. Jordan,
you
do you
guys
want to
too.
say anything before I ramble on more like a romantic idiot?
Check out Phil and Mitch down below. I have their social media links as well as their Beard Struggle discount links. If you want to check out any of that stuff, it'll all be easily accessed. Go show them some love. That's all for me.
Buy my face masks.
Let's get those gather gains, people.
Boom.
Take it easy, guys. I'll talk to you next time.
Cheers.
Take care, Phil. Much love, brother.
Much love, bro.